good morning, everyone. Hope everybody is doing a fantastic day today. I'm here joined by Grandmaster and the Muzychuk, and we're going to test if her audio also comes through in OBS. Does it work? It doesn't. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. This one, I believe. Try again.
Reset.
There we go. We did it. We did it. We can dab on the haters now. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We apologize for the delay and the swift change in host. Our good friend Roland Pruisers didn't make it with his internet connection, so I had to step in last second.
Yeah, that's true. But before we start, let's congratulate Roland on his birthday, right? Yes, let's all of us congratulate Roland. He couldn't make it, but maybe he will join later. This we don't know yet, but for the moment, yes. I am a Grandmaster Anna Muzychuk, and today my co-host is Wouter, and we hope you will enjoy our stream. We are commentating on Division 2 of FIDE Online Chess Olympiad.
Exactly. Let us remind everyone what the Olympiad exactly is. It is a worldwide event, 163 teams with 1,500 players all over the world. Now in Division 2, where the best team is by far the Netherlands, but there are other favorites there as well. I'm biased, chat. All right, let me. Cool concept with 6 boards, 2 male, 2 open, 2 female, 1 junior male, 1 junior female. So everybody gets a shot. Pretty good, pretty nice. And I am very excited to join. I'm gonna grab the starting link for you all real quick. And then we can just, get in with the flow, ladies and gentlemen. You lucky dogs that we can all enjoy this online Olympiad together from the comfort of our own lazy chair.
Yes, let's start. I believe the games have already started, and let's remind our viewers about the standings as well as the pairings, for today. By the way, let us also remind you that today is the decisive day. Today we will know all top three teams from each pool, which will qualify to the top division. So this day is really very important.
Yes, we have Wait, this is Pool A, right? Am I doing the right things?
Yes, we are starting with Pool A round 7, and here are the pairings: North Macedonia versus Norway, Turkey versus Sweden.
Yeah, that's Pool D, I think. So I think there's a mix-up somewhere in the.
Yeah, because I believe Bulgaria was leading in Pool A.
Yeah, that's Bulgaria. So okay, we'll have a look at that real quick. First of all, we're just going to get into the games, chat. We will get in there. While I'll ask some questions on how that works. A is Australia, Bulgaria, Germany, Indonesia, Philippines, Belgium, all those jazz. So we're gonna have a look real quick how that's gonna work out.
Yeah, the correct pairings are Belarus versus Kyrgyzstan, Belgium versus Germany, Australia versus Indonesia, Bulgaria versus the Philippines, and Bangladesh versus Turkmenistan. Can we please get this template?
No, because we don't have it yet. But they'll have a look at it to see if we can make it work. There are some problem in the sheets, but that doesn't matter. We still have the fun, and we will pick those open in just a sec. Like here, we have Asubek Achijapar from Kazakhstan versus, I think this is Belarus. Yeah, Alexei. Yeah, so I'm missing a G-pawn here. Is that normal?
Yeah, something is like a little bit unusual. Yeah, there is no pawn on g6, but the material is equal. What was the opening actually?
That's a good question. It appears to be a
Slav.
A Slav. It always, I think Slavs are just, abuse for the light square bishop. I'm just saying that right now. I think you're abusing your light square bishop by playing the Slav. Oh, look at this. It went like this. All right, the good old capture. Or takes, like Hikamaru says. All right, that makes sense then. And then c5. And I think both players are very happy with their opening choice at the moment. Nothing too crazy going on in that. Something crazy going on in here.
Oh.
I like white.
You already like white. Why? Because you see the rook on g1 and you see some pin and you see some ideas with bishop d4.
Yeah, that's you nailed it. I mean, this is So, Anne, I'm gonna tell you a story. All right. So, when I played a feeder-rated tournament for the first time,
What happened?
I was a 1900 player, and I was playing against a 2170.
Oh,
So there was
stronger opponent.
Noted. So I was sitting down, and I was playing, and he was a bit of a how do I say this gently? A butthole. He was a bit of a butthole, you know, the kind of personality that he was. You know, I didn't really like him, and I very likable, of course, very likable guy. So I was playing, and he was very full of himself. You know that? He was very full of himself. Oh, I'll just beat this guy. It doesn't matter. So I was playing him, and I was
overestimating his skills.
Exactly. So at one moment he made a move where he thought, I got him. So he stood up, you know, just to start walking around. And I was like, watch this. I was like, and I made a move, and he was like, and he started sitting down, and he fought for 20 minutes, and he lost the game later on. So when I see this move, bishop d4, I think, beautiful. However, 95 saves the day.
Yeah, 97 played with this idea to cover this diagonal just in case. Also, after bishop d4, there's a check on h4, so I'm not sure bishop d4 will be played right in this position.
No, I agree. Obviously, if black had played something else, then even after queen h4, I think you even have rook. No, you don't have rook g3.
No, maybe just move the king.
Yeah, but then you get another check, and it's.
Are you afraid of the checks?
Yeah, I'm terrified. Okay.
Go, yeah, rook g2. But
so to defend.
Maybe rook g2.
Oh, rook g2. All right, rook g2. And then I think this is your only move.
And then we are winning some material.
Yeah, okay, it's all right.
As easy as that.
Oh no, you can do this.
Yeah, you can do that. But still, white wants some material.
That's
not
true. That's true. All right. You convinced me. It's a good move.
Yeah, queen d2. Queen d2. Prepare long castle. Iron on f4 pawn. So I think this was a very normal move.
Yep. I agree. What about this one? We're pushing down in the center. Looks like the light square bishops on g2 has been traded. We're preparing e5. Let's go.
Yes, we are going forward. It was another Slav, but this time another line with force move e3, I believe. A very solid line for white. And yeah, e4 was played. I believe black has to take on e4. Otherwise, yeah, e5 is a serious threat.
Look, the light square bishop was out. Why don't all Slav players do this? This is perfect.
Yes, but it's the line, theoretical line.
All right. I'm just,
yeah, e4 played. Yeah. Do you prefer white or black in this position?
I like white more. The king is safer. I'm putting quotations because it's not really safe, but it is safer. This one is still in the middle. And I really think that at some point we're going to see king f8 and not a castle, because you want to keep this one open. The king will be safer one step ahead. A big king f8 would be a better one.
Yeah, it's a big question if the king will go to f8, if the king will castle, or maybe the king will just keep on staying in the center. But what to do in this very position? If black takes on e4, let's just show some lines.
Yeah, let's show some lines.
And knight takes e4, knight takes e4, bishop e4,
bishop takes,
and yeah, we are attacking the pawn.
So my idea is that you can't even play rook c2 because the bishop still defends it. All right, never mind. Yeah, it's a nuisance. You could play something like knight at d5, but then you open up this file like we just mentioned. So your queen. My first idea was, all right, we'll just trade off, and then I'll place my queen here, and we're gonna harass on the back rank. But obviously that's not gonna go well. You're going to lose your queen. Hate to see it, chat. You hate to see it. So after all these trades, as earlier mentioned, it's hard to find a continuation. How you could pick up a pawn on a3. Maybe that's. I don't think that's enough because it opens up the rook file. I don't know why this seems to be better here.
White is pressing after rook c7 in case black just protects the pawn. Then there is bishop a5, another unpleasant pin. And
Yes.
playing something like rook b8 is very passive. So I think white is a bit better.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to take, obviously, but I'm going to play a dumb move. I'm just going to take this pawn. Your move.
Taking the pawn, yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Now white has to think.
Because I have two knights defending d5, so I'm fine with this. And once you try to chase this out, I'll just go to b4, which is actually a very nice square. So.
Yeah, maybe taking on s3 is a good move. Was it played or?
I don't think so.
That's your suggestion.
This is just my genius move. Whoa!
Ooh, rook c3. I think about this move, but I don't think black will have enough compensation. Maybe. The idea, okay, let's explain the idea.
Yes.
Rook c3, so white has to take, bishop takes c3, then black is going to take on e4, d takes e4, bishop e4, knight e4, queen e4, and then bring the knight to d5, where it will be very well placed, and also potentially it may threaten to go to f4 in case white plays bishop d2, then something like bishop f4 may happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I like this. This is really good. So now I'll expect a castle so this rook can go to c8 to c2, but I think white is faster. You don't want to trade rooks. I think you want to keep your rook on. So maybe we'll even see a rook lift this way to put pressure on f2. It's definitely one of the possibilities. So I see you shaking your head like, nah, Vic.
That's a better advantage.
Nah.
Yeah, maybe this we won't see, but castle short and rook d8, something like that.
It's yeah, absolutely. On the rook d8, it puts pressure on the isolated pawn. So some I like it. It shows spirit. You know, it's early in the day. It's 10 in the morning, and the lads show spirit. This is a typical Sicilian sacrifice to put your knight on e4, but this time we're gonna do things different. So I like it. Good move. Good move.
Yes, I believe that actually top matches for this round are between Australia and Indonesia, and one more is Bulgaria versus the Philippines, because these teams, they are all in the fight for the top 3 spots.
Yes, so let's find those, ladies and gentlemen. We have a nice. I found Germany, Belgium as well, but Germany, I think, is just going to qualify. They're just a strong team. Let's see.
But Belgium under the question.
Yeah, well, I think so. You can win. Let's say you win everything, you get 6 points, right?
You win everything, you get 2 match points, but you get
so
6 additional time.
Exactly. So Australia has to lose everything, and Belgium has to win everything, and that's their only way they could make it to the 3rd place.
I think that even if they don't lose everything, but they just lose the match, then it's not so clear.
No.
But okay.
They only have 6 points. Yeah. Tragic. Let's see how Smirnov is doing against Susanto. This is a ballsy move by. Oof. I'm feeling it. I'm shaking, Anne. I'm shaking, but it's not good.
It's like black is a pawn up, but white has 2 strong bishops, especially this bishop on b2. While the bishop on b7 is not that active, we have the pawn on d5. Yeah, and white also has some space advantage. Also, the knight may jump to e6, well pointed, Wouter, and also, and that's it more or less. Yeah.
I like it. So there are a few things you could do here. Like you said, this knight to e6 is a very big idea. Getting used for this. So, would you consider the idea of playing bishop a1?
And queen b2?
And queen b2, or is that way too slow?
And then, look like we are preparing some before.
yeah. I'm gonna get you. Nah, well, it's very transparent. Black will probably go queen e7 or rook f7 to defend. So I really like the idea of just moving this knight over here. Black has the c5 square under control, however, so there will be enough defense and the rook will come in. So I don't know. It's hard to say. So this bishop is not participating. I fully agree with that. But I actually like black more.
You like black because you like the material, yes?
Yes, I like the material, and just so if c5 was occupied by b4 like this, I think it's a little bit different. So should you play b4 here? Is a good question.
but the knight from d7, it may also jump to e5. Don't forget about this.
True, true.
Also, the knight can go to f6 and later on follow the route to g4.
Yeah, yeah. So difficult as this one gets to g4. I mean, these are some legit problems for in the future. Now it's still defended by the queen, but it's a good. Those are good points. That's a good point. So you say don't change the pawn structure. Focus on the presence. Wow, so wise. Probably a knight f4 here.
Knight f4, maybe it's the move.
Maybe no. I like it. You know, jump to e6 to pressure on g7. So,
but you know, when you come to e6, be careful because there may be some exchange sacrifice. Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to see it. All right. So, black plays. Let's say 95 here.
Let's say. Okay.
And let's say we go here. We just grab that baby off.
Yeah.
Thank
Let's
you.
check.
And now, how do we mate?
Yeah, let's take on f3. Let's take on e6. And now the bishop on b7 is a monster. It's not a passive piece anymore.
Whew, look at that beast. Yeah. All right.
Knight g5, knight h3.
Yes. Yikes. Oh, you hate to see it. Maybe we don't even have to take that pawn then. We just do it straight away.
Also, why not?
Looks good. All right. So don't put your down e6. I like this idea. This is what I suggested first. I said a1 instead of c1, obviously. I mean, I just miscalculated that.
Bishop c1, maybe that was played not to allow queen e3. Yeah, this position, it's like very unclear, but I think black is doing okay. Oh, the pawn on g2, look at that.
Hello. Hey,
Hello.
baby. What would Yasser? What would Yasser say, Anna?
Wow.
Yasser would say, yeah, baby. Look at those pawns. Yasser is such a nice guy. I actually had dinner with Yasser once at his place with Eric and Robin van Kempen. We were off to a dance party, Amsterdam dance event, and we stopped by in Amsterdam. He lives in Amsterdam, so he and his wife Yvette cooked for us, and he beautiful cuisine from Syria. He's a good cook, I can tell you that. He's great in chess and a great cook. So, what more do you need in a man?
Yeah, that's true. But how did that pawn get to g2? What was the opening?
Let's have a quick look.
Crazy line.
Looks like
You
a
see,
knight.
Wouter, you came and you have some crazy positions.
You know what?
From the very beginning.
That's the life.
Oh, it's crazy Sicilian crazy neither. Okay.
Hold on, I see it's like the chess is out, but we're still good. We're not live? We're not live.
We are live, but we have.
We're not live on. It says we're live here, so
Yeah, we are live. But maybe people can.
No, they can't.
People hear us?
No.
Yeah, I think we are back.
Are
we?
We'll be good.
Back again, yes.
Back again with the white fan. All right, so that's a Twitch problem, chat. That's not an us problem.
Not our problem.
That's not our problem. That's a Twitch problem. We're getting conspiracy. Twitch is trying to boot us, but we will stay strong, chat. The last thing you heard was "yeah, baby," dude. The last
that
thing.
was solved quickly.
The last thing you hear when you die will be "yeah, baby." All right, I'm sorry, chat. That's a Twitch issue. Twitch issue, yeah. Or a Restreamio issue. I'm not sure, but keep us in touch. We'll keep her going. We're all good on my end. No problems. Let's keep her going. We were going through this opening. It's a crazy opening. So there's no pawn on the g file anymore. So I'll think white or black. Holy moly! How did he get there? Something like this. Yes. Now you cannot take because you will lose. Very, very clever move then. I think he miscalculated this when playing knight to f3. This cute little tactic. Very nice. Wait, what?
No, that was.
Oh, that's my. Okay. All right. So now we're in this position. All right, black, doing an amazing job.
Black being a pawn up, yes. Yeah, pawn up, and with the pawn on g2. Not bad. Not bad. Good job.
Yeah, very good job.
Alien Wars. Grandmaster from Australia playing versus Novenda Prasmoro from Indonesia.
Yes. So This is black's target, this is white's target. Which one's gonna fall first?
Oh, we will try to keep our pawn on g2 as long as possible.
Oh.
We are not going to give it.
Our dream is this. This is a dream, chat. This is the dream. But it's...
If only you could move the pawn from h6 to h3 in one move. Yeah.
Maybe they didn't notice it. You can always try. You can always try. Alright, this is a cool little game. Let's see what else we've got for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me redo the link real quick so I can see clearly now the rain is gone. So more games have started. If you were like, hey, my game isn't in here, why aren't they showing us the game? Sometimes Steam starts later because people are there, technical issues, and then they're at the bottom of my list and I can't reach the bottom of my list. So we're gonna have to be patient. I want to show all countries. That's the one thing. So we saw this one. We haven't seen Belgium versus Germany. We've seen Belgium versus Germany. So let's go to Philippines, Bulgaria. Ooh, this is... I want to get my knight over here. How do I do that?
Knight. You move the rook to d1, you play knight e1, knight d3, and you are there.
Look at that. Easy. Only 4 moves. Okay, that's a little bit long, but it's not a bad idea. Would you say it's a bad idea?
No, it's not. No.
Look at that.
Or this. Knight d2, knight b3.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Good. I like it. I think black isn't going to trade. I think black's going to trade when the knight's finally here. Actually, let's say I'm just going to play a few crazy moves. So let's say a6.
But your knight, no, your knight is under the attack.
Yeah,
so
okay. Well, we're not going to grab it. We're not going to grab it. I'm just going to play this. We're going to play some crazy moves. Doesn't matter. I'm just making a point. If it comes to this, I'll probably give up the light square bishop to get my knight over here. Would you do that? Would you say it's a worthy trade because this knight is so strong? Or would you say that trade isn't worth it?
I'm not sure. You have to be very careful when you give this bishop because black may take with the queen, keep the light squared bishop alive, and then when you come knight c5, and even if you win the pawn on a6 as you are winning it, yes, after queen d5, let's say knight a6, but your king will be quite weak, so please be patient with that. F3, g4, and you may have some problems with the king.
Yes, absolutely. These kind of ideas. So it's so it comes down to the ancient question: which is better in this position, this light square bishop or a knight on c5?
Knight on c5?
Or
light squared bishop.
Yeah, it's a
depending on the position because each position it's very concrete and sometimes you just have to calculate the lines precisely to understand not like to speak in general terms, but
no, I get it.
According to the position.
Let's see what happened. We see a rook to c5. Interesting.
I think white is preparing an exchange sacrifice which may appear after rook ec1, knight c4, and then we take everything on c4.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
So what for did we sacrifice this exchange? First of all, we got one pawn. Now look at these two pair bishops, especially the bishop on g2. It's very strong, and also the pawn on c6. It's kind of weak. We will play queen c2 or queen c3, attacking the pawn. And also the light squares near the king. Look at the squares f7, g6. There may be some problems. For example, queen c2 followed by queen g6, bishop e4, some ideas like that.
Yeah, very good. So let's show that real quick. Crazy move, crazy move, crazy move. Something like this, chat. We want to get this queen in there and abuse the light square. So actually we have a draw offer from, I believe it was white, and a decline by black. So interesting, to say the least.
Black supposed it was better for black, yes.
This one is just over.
A win for Bulgaria.
Win for Bulgaria. I'm trying to find some other games. I haven't seen it. Let's go to Kazakhstan versus Belarus. This seems interesting. It seems like we're just a piece up. Yeah, so just bishop f3 here and we're fine.
Just don't blunder the pawn on f2 and everything will be cool.
Yeah, alright. So that's not it. Oh, this is an interesting one. Two knights who dominate versus this poor lonely rook.
Yeah, looks like totally winning for white. The king is coming to f5, and we will just play a Pac-Man game. Pac-Man game.
Pac-Man game. Is that an actual term? Or is that and a special?
It's becoming a chess term. When we are eating too many pieces,
Oh, I like it.
we start to play Pac-Man game.
This is how Anna talks trash, ladies and gentlemen. She just sits down on the boards to her opponent. She shakes hands and she says, "I'm gonna Pac-Man your game." I like it. That's good. I'm gonna use that. Can I use that? I think I will.
Yeah, you can, of course.
Thank you.
You're free. You're free to use it. Yeah, let's go.
So this is a cool one as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seems like an equalist position. I like white more because this one is going to fall very soon. C7 is weak. And yeah, cool position. What do you think?
Oh, it's not so clear. I'm calculating some line like rook e8. If is it? It's white to move. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so
if it's white to move, then things are different.
it's all about, do you take here and give this one back up? I don't think so.
Yeah, if it's white to move, then maybe a 4 f5.
Yeah, a 4 or 5 is a good idea. And let's say black plays something like rook f8. Whoa, let's not play rook f8. Hello.
But rook e8.
Yeah, rook e8 seems fine.
Okay.
And then
F5.
you can defend with f5.
Knight, h4, or
Let's go to
knight e7.
h4 seems good.
f6.
You want to go f6?
Yeah,
I like it. You can take this one, obviously.
7. And
yeah,
if knight g6, we still take it. If e2.
Yeah. Look at this. If e2 check, we're just going to hide behind it. Actually, we're not going to hide behind it, because then there's another check. So actually, we have to run. Which way?
I am not so sure. Maybe even we can play king e1, because after knight f3, we will simply move the king. But maybe it was not the best.
What made you say that? Because I thought after king
it's so small for me, I mean.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. See, I'm sharing my screen and it's hard to see. After king c2, I thought actually there's even an under promotion. And if you grab this, I thought black had some juice left. So we need to do something about this. Just rook here, and after a check, you can defend. So,
and black won. Nice line. But
So,
we are not obliged to take on e1. We can just.
That's the problem. It's unfortunately the problem. Unlucky. So a cute under promotion doesn't work. All right. Let's see what happens. Oh, it took us c7. I didn't like it. Yeah.
Rook c8. I'm not sure white had to take immediately because maybe black was intending to play rook e8, so we had like one tempo more.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't have to expose your pawn as fast. You could also play something like maybe rook e1 to defend it like this, and then rook e8 doesn't work at all, and then you can slowly start pushing. So I really thought rook e1 would be the move, but
no, actually rook e8 works because after rook e3 there is a pin, so there may be some ideas like
here.
Rook e1, rook e8.
You mean
you take the pawn?
Yes, there's a pin here, and then knight f4 and
or knight f8. I don't know what is better, but still, I mean, maybe the rook on e1 is staying better than the rook on g1, and you can take on c7, and black would have played rook c8, so it's the same position just with the rook on e1, but maybe there is some more useful move. So yeah, all I wanted to say, the taking on c7 immediately was not the best in my opinion. Anyway.
We agree. We agree. Also, what's not the best is black's position here. I think that's a good evaluation.
You want to make matters worse?
I don't know what to do here for black. It's a rough. It's a rough thing to do.
Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know.
No, we're not. This game doesn't exist. Okay, good. Now this one is lost. This one is lost as well. Too many pawns, ladies and gentlemen. Black doesn't even have to push any of the other pawns. He's just gonna Zug swing the king all the way to, because I love this kind of idea with like the pawn here, king here, let's say here. I'm actually gonna stalemate you, and now I'm just going to start running. Now we're just going to start running. until we can get a queen. So that's my preferred way of winning. Let's see how they manage at the end. Yeah. Oh, they do it a little bit different.
Oh, but will they play till the checkmate? That's the question.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. No respect from white, chat. No respect from white. Maiden 1. Oh, that's not a maiden 1. Maiden 1. Also not a maiden 1 because the king can get there. That's the maiden 1. I keep misdrawing the arrows. There we go. Queen d6, maiden 1. Thank you for that game. Moving on. Do you believe in fortresses?
Sometimes, yes, but I should not believe in fortresses in that game because black had too many pawns for an exchange, so I believe black was actually playing for a win, not for a draw.
No, this kind of looked like a fortress with
all
the pieces on one.
Let's speak about this position because white is a pawn up, but look at this king on h1. It's so much exposed. It's very difficult to play with white in this position, despite they are a pawn up.
Already some annoying threats coming in.
Threats are coming.
Yeah, and you can't play off. So let's say a weird move. You cannot play this and play rook f2 because now we have a check, and you cannot pull back because there are too many pieces here, and this is blocked off. And if the queen, we can just grab it. So, yikes! What does black do here, or what does white play here? Only 8 seconds.
Now there's a general rule that when you play a middle game with the queen and with the rook, please pay attention to your king because you may be even a few pawns up, but it's still not good if your king is weak. Because the queen and the rook, this material can actually mate you.
I think black missed a chance by just taking here and checking on the back rank, but maybe after king h2 it's actually fine again.
That looks very, very dangerous for white.
It looks dangerous, absolutely. So, the dark square bishops are traded. I think that's a huge plus for white. I think white is going to be very glad that those dark square bishops are traded. And they're going to continue. And I think it will be a draw. Purely because of the exposure.
You think it will be a draw? I hope black will win this game.
You hope black will win? Wow. Alright.
Not so. Oh, look at
this. Okay.
I needed only one move to prove that.
What? We're getting bamboozled here. All right, we're getting bamboozled.
But I still go with black.
Yeah. Free rook. Don't care. Don't care about your free rook. Unbelievable, chat. Look at this. Look at this.
No, I can't
hate to see it. Hate to see it. All right, let's move on to games. There are some more.
Rook d1.
Some more stuff to show as we go through the games. People want to see their favorite country playing. We haven't looked at Bangladesh yet against Turkmenistan. This seems like an okay position for white, especially with the king already here.
This is more than okay.
All right. I feel you. This is pretty good, I think. Pretty good is the one we see. Yeah, you cannot. Well, there's a.
Oh, Antoinette is still playing. GM Stefanova. How is she doing? Yeah, up to top.
Up.
Oh, she's 2 pawns up, and close to being 3 pawns up.
Oh yeah, she's clapping. Look at that.
Oh, she's doing great.
She's doing great. This is going to fall unless you play somewhere like rook to g2, but then this pawn is just going to start marching.
True.
Very good. And there is some time pressure, so we're happy about that. This one is interesting.
We are still live. Yeah, it seems like we are still live.
Very good. Hey, our mod Nathan is here. Welcome, Nathan. And all the people in chat. We keep an eye on chat, so don't you worry, child. Heaven's got a plan for you. It's a song. It's a song, chat. Can we just move this forward? I don't think so. Because my idea is after take here, you actually have like a rook to h3. Yeah. Hey, that was kind of cute. Then you get the queen. Oh, it happens! Oh my god! Grandmaster Big! Grandmaster Big. And there we go. Easy. Get a knight on the promotion. Double attack.
Okay, that's
unlucky.
that's just winning for black.
Yeah, this is but that's a cute little trick. So I'm gonna pat myself on the shoulder for seeing that. All right, we're gonna. This one has ended in a draw, so black didn't win.
No.
I know.
Oh.
Hate to see
Okay,
it.
good that I didn't bet on that game.
Oh, we should bet on this game.
I would get some heart attack. I mean, not taking the rook on f1 was a bit too much for me.
Am I GM at chess? No, I'm like a 1900 player, but it's gonna be my goal to get FM next year. I'm gonna work hard for it. Yeah, Anna's gonna coach me, right, Anne?
Yes, of course.
Sure,
time
sure.
to time.
Look at that, look at that.
I am coaching you now also, yeah.
Yeah, what do you mean? I'm coaching you. I'm showing you all the strats. Alright, so we have 2 games left with GM Stefanova. Antoinetta is doing really well. This should be an easy win. These pawns are just going to promote. And then this is the other game. I don't think this is an easy draw.
This one?
Yeah.
And this one. I think with some precise play, White may try to win this game. But
Yeah.
is it like winning or not? I'm not sure.
So how do you win with White? What's your plan? What's the thematic approach for this position?
Thematic approach. Not so easy because you don't make
Trade?
different threats. Okay, 96, yes, but black won't allow that. Let's
Well,
say
it's
now,
White's move.
White's to move, but if we play 96, then there is king g4 or king g6, and we
Exactly.
can't take on c5 because there is rook c4.
Exactly. The double yikes.
Yeah, so now knight e3 is a threat, but rook a4. No, but can we still play it?
We can still play
Knight
it.
e6,
King
king
g4?
g4.
Where we place the rook. We go...
If we take on c5, then rook a3. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So we cannot have a little intervenience like this. That doesn't work. Because after this, we will just get a check. And we will lose. Actually, you can even play the
We
knight
had
here.
it, but then we take the rook.
Exactly. So that doesn't work.
That doesn't work. So yeah,
roll
rook
it back.
a8.
Alright, so now we're in this
Okay,
position.
now it's winning. Yeah, black shouldn't have allowed that.
So the king is completely cut off, chat, and that's the only reason why White is winning. If the king was standing over here, it would be a lot more difficult. I'm not sure if that's a theoretic draw then. But because the king is all the way over there, we're going to have a draw. And this king is probably just going to shimmy his way to c5. Good game.
Yeah, even king a4 is winning, but be careful with the check on b4. I believe king c2 is just more precise. Now take the pawn on c5.
Yeah, good game. Stefano did win, and this is the final game of the round, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get the scores updated really soon, but seems like Australia, devastating defeat against Indonesia. That's going to be over already, 4-1 in the making. Belarus got a nice win. What about our other leaders? Bulgaria, Philippines, they're still battling it out, so we're going to see. Oh, this is the last one, so we're going to see a 5-1 win for Indonesia.
5-1. That's
Yikes.
surprising. 5-1. And that means that with this win, Indonesia will catch Australia by points.
Yeah.
They will be both on 10 points.
That's very important. That's also very important for the tiebreakers, because let us remind you, ladies and gentlemen, of the tiebreakers. Here we go. If it comes to a tiebreaker, first of all, you look at who goes the most match points, then who's the most game points. If that's equal, and we're going to look at results between the teams which are tied. So if they are tied, but because Indonesia defeated Australia, they would go on to the next round. So very important result in there as well. Yeah, it's going to be a nice closure out in the end. Bangladesh got a draw against Turkmenistan. Bulgaria wins against Philippines. We got a win for Bulgaria. And Germany defeated Belgium. Oh, I wonder if Leonard's won with that rook takes c3. Do you remember? That game with rook takes c3 and then all the trades on d5. Not sure if he won, but this should be...
Yeah, how did it end?
I don't know. That's chat. Help us out. I can look at it, but I'm too lazy. I already have to do some more stuff. Can't do it. All right, it's gonna be a mate. Unless the king goes here, then you can just push the baby. Push the baby. Yeah. The classic letting my time run out.
Yeah, White also had a lot of time, so yeah.
Yeah. That
Win
is
for White.
the one. Good games.
With this game,
We're done.
The first round is ended.
Yeah, the first round has ended. And do I have this ready? I don't have this ready. 1 second, chat. I can show you something real quick. But I'm gonna have to change something up. Can I do this? Let's wait that for after the break. Let's wait for that after the break. Until then, exciting matches, exciting rounds. Maybe we can have a peek on what the next round looks like. I have that power. Would you like to see the next round?
Of course.
There we go. Let's see who is battling it out in the next round. Kyrgyzstan against Turkmenistan, Philippines against Bangladesh. So the Philippines, the favorite there. Indonesia, Bulgaria. Important game.
Big match. Yep.
Another important game. Germany, Australia.
Oh yeah, first 4 teams are playing against each other. That's nice.
That's it's gonna be a good round to watch, ladies and gentlemen. These are the standings there for now. So good. So can I ask you a very personal question, Em? Very personal. Why aren't you competing in the Olympiad?
Sorry?
Why aren't you competing in the Olympiad? Why aren't you playing?
Why I'm not playing? Well, Ukraine is in the top division, so our team doesn't start yet. But yes, I will not play because, unfortunately, our federation was not so much interested in this event.
I see.
So we are not playing with the best team, but still the team will be quite strong. I hope our guys and girls will show a good result.
I mean, we got the best commentator now from Ukraine. So can I say that? I don't want to offend other Ukrainian. I don't want to offend other Ukrainian commentators. But yeah, it's always a pleasure to have you here, and I think we make a great team. Chat. I hope you enjoy the commentary so far with Grandmaster and Muzychuk. Shall we take a look at the standings? Here we go. Bulgaria and Germany, I think they are already placed, even if they lose their 2 matches. Could be a little iffy. But it's obvious there are only 4 teams playing for the next round, which is Bulgaria, Germany, Indonesia, and Australia. The rest, unfortunately, already knocked out. You hate to see it.
Yeah, unfortunately, 6 teams don't have any chances to be in the top 3, but there is a big fight between the first 4 teams, Bulgaria, Germany, Indonesia, and Australia. Bulgaria and Germany, they both have great chances to qualify. Maybe, well, unless they lose 2 matches in a row, everything would be great for them.
Yeah.
And between Indonesia and Australia, it's like a big fight for the 3rd place. I don't know what will happen, but many things will depend on this round because yeah, these 4 teams are playing against each other.
Yeah.
In the next round.
Absolutely. So we're going to have a great next round. We're going to go on a short break, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit earlier, I need to set up some things so we can give you the full chess experience. So thank you for your patience. Sorry we started a little bit later. We apologize profusely. But we will be back in just a short moment with round 8 of Division 2, Pool A. See you all in a bit.
Yeah, see you in a few minutes. We'll be back very soon.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The online Olympiad Division 2 Round 8, Day 3, coming up right now. I'm still joined by the absolutely amazing Anna Muzychuk. Anna, still having a good time?
Yeah, sure. I'm looking forward to start a new round, round 8. Actually, the most important round, maybe, because maybe this one will be more important than the last round.
True, yes. I mean, all rounds are equally important, but this one especially because we're going to see a lot of hype, a lot of good games. My puppy is chewing on stuff that she shouldn't do, but we'll talk about that later. We can jump into the games just a little bit. So we're going to focus primarily on Germany, Australia, and Indonesia, Bulgaria. Obviously, we want to see all the teams, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're rooting for a team, let us know. Because, you know, I think it's really important that if you come here to the chat and you want to support your team, you're going to see at least 1 or 2 games of them, correct?
Yes.
I would be very upset if I was a Dutchie. I would sit here and I wouldn't see a single Dutch game. I would, furious.
Yeah, I can imagine. So let's not do that. Let's try to cover all the teams, all the games.
Yes.
All the teams are equally important. We don't have actually any preferences, but we are trying to cover the top boards more time because
those are interesting
places.
for the next division. So we have a little bit of time, maybe a few minutes to start until the games are fully in control. So let's have a quick look at the top division. Who will they be going forward to? So we have the big 5, which is Russia, China, USA, Ukraine, India, and then a lot of continents that are just amazingly strong: Armenia, Azerbaijan, Poland, etc., etc. So we'll get 15 more teams added to this one, and that is the top division. So let me ask you something, Ed. What is your favorite kind of music? What kind of music do you listen to?
I prefer listening to the pop or some classical music, but I wouldn't say like I have some, favorite singer or favorite group.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have?
So the reason I didn't just ask this out of the blue chat. There's a reason behind it. I just mentioned the big 5. So usually I just listen to like 80s and 90s. That's like my favorite genre. And then, well, you see like behind me, I have 3 guitars. So there's some rock and metal in me. And when I was talking about the big 5, I actually saw the big 5, which was like Metallica, Megadeth, like the big metal bands, was in Nepworth 2010. That's a whole story of their own, because I almost got arrested by the police, but that's something else. I'm an innocent bystander, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just jump into the games. I think we have got some going. Let us show you the goodies, as they would say. And let's try to find... We're just going to go from top to bottom and see which countries are where. This is Turkmenistan against Kyrgyzstan. Fairly normal opening. Some pressure on c5 after rook c1, knight a4. Nothing too crazy. Let's see if we get some juicy games going. I personally really enjoyed this one already, because this doesn't really make much sense.
But rook on h8 is gone.
It is. Whoa.
Did you notice?
I didn't. No, I am blind as a bat. Let's see how that happens. So we see, alright, there's an English, asymmetrical English. Ooh, an early h4. That's ballsy, Anna. Alright, it's going like this.
And bishop 8-8. Wow. So it was actually a sacrifice.
I don't like it.
It was actually a sacrifice on purpose. I am not sure Black has sufficient compensation, but sometimes these sacrifices are actually quite interesting.
I get it, but not on move 10 in the game when nothing has happened yet. I really dislike this kind of idea. I'll probably just play rook b8, prepare b5, and just, let this be like this, and white doesn't have anything on the king side, so might as well just start focusing on the queen side. It's interesting choice, but I'm not a feed master, so what do I know? Alright, let's see if we get some other games. Let's look at some other countries right now. We got some pushing off the pawn in Bangladesh versus the Philippines. This one will get to f5.
G4, very active play from white side. Yeah, knight h4, knight f5 is one plan. Knight h4, f4 is another plan. h4 is one more plan. Too many plans.
Too many plans. I don't think this works though. Yeah, you do have queen takes g4 after this to defend everything. So it is a plan. So a lot of plans. Which one would you pursue?
I liked your first suggestion, knight h4. Knight e4 is not possible because first we will take on g6.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not good. So
point.
I think knight h4 is okay.
Yeah, knight h4 seems like a very good idea. Someone asked me about my toe. How is my toe? I think it's bruised, not broken, so I'll just tape it to my other toe. And I bumped my toe yesterday, chat, really hard, and that was like early in the morning. And then the evening, I wanted to take a shower and I took my sock off, and my whole toe is now red and black on some parts. So I was like, should probably get a look. But my neighbor is a doctor, so early this morning I just went to my neighbor, and he said, "Oh, yeah, that's not good. Just take some rest, tape it to your other toe, and it will be fine eventually." So we'll survive.
Yeah, commentate some games and it will be fine.
Yeah, just commentate on the games, get your grandmaster title, and it will be fixed. Not before that. So let's see how that works out. We have another Bangladesh against the Philippines here. I want to jump into the higher rated games real quick. Let's look at... This is Indonesia versus Bulgaria. Nothing too crazy just yet. I'm going to let you talk about this position while I'll find another one.
It's March system, so black played a5, f4 to get more space, and now queen a5. I believe up to now both players are playing quite well, so reasonable moves. f4. Wow.
They're playing quite well, reasonable. f4.
No, f4, f5. It's not like it was a bad move, but white could also wait with f4. So
yeah, you would play something like 95 or something.
There are many plans in this position. 95, one of the moves.
All right, I've got an interesting one. What about this one?
Oh, knight on c8. Okay.
Yep. So interesting one. This seems like, let's go through the start. This looks like a King's Indian attack. This is what I play myself. Usually you play like knight e5 to win this one back immediately. You can also play knight e3, even knight d2, or queen a4. Queen a4 not, because you have e5, but there are a lot of plans. You can also just play knight c3 and go for e4 and get the center control. a4 is also a useful idea. This one goes, so he's going a lot of pressure for the pawn. This means e4, e5 is an option. This is what happened. And I think white is very happy with the opening.
White will take back this pawn on c4, so the material it will be equal, and white got some space in the center. But with playing e5, white gave this important d5 square for the knight. So knight b6, knight d5 looks like a reasonable plan. Also, black has a nice play, a nice square on b4 for another knight.
Yeah.
So yeah, one knight will go to b4, another knight will go to d5. It's more or less equal, very playable position, full of fight ahead. And this is the top board between Germany and Australia.
All right, so here's a quick question. You see this bishop? He has a beautiful diagonal on f5 to b1, correct?
Yes.
So would you be prepared to keep that beautiful diagonal by playing something like h6, g5, so your bishop could go back in case the knight tries to kick him out? Or would you say, if the knight tries to kick him out, let's say here, or not this, I think a3, let's say castle here, let's say knight here, we're just going back to e6. How would you keep this? So would you invest in h6, g5, or would you say, if the knight comes, I'll just pull back?
I prefer the latter, because if you go h6, g5, this will weaken the king and this will lose important time piece. And there actually maybe some sacrifices on g5 or some h4 moves will be unpleasant. So I don't recommend to open the king this way. I would just try to finish the development by castling short and then yes, move the knight from c8 to a more active square, also improve the place of another knight. Maybe I could also think about f6 to open the g7 bishop, but I wouldn't have gone for h6, g5. In case white played knight h4, I'd prefer to keep the slight squared bishop because it's really nice. I would have played something like bishop e6 as you mentioned, or bishop g4 depending on the position. Maybe even trade this bishop, but yeah, but not h6, g5.
Yeah, so it's good, but it's not good enough to mess up your entire structure around it. All right. You see, this is.
Let's go. Maybe second board.
Yeah, this is the kind of advice I was looking for. So this is the first game we have. The rest haven't started just yet. So let's see if they are right here. They are right here right now. They're only 11 moves in. Dennis Wagner against Molfanli. Also seems like a very normal position, and I'm reaching my limit here, Anne. I'm reaching my limit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I hate to see it.
Okay, I understand. You can't have more than some certain amount of the games run the same time.
Oh, yes. This is a cool one. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but look at these knights. Poetic.
4 knights.
Look at it. The 4 horsemen.
But it's the same game. The same game where.
Oh, this is the.
Yes.
This is the rook. All right, so we're getting some interesting stuff coming from the game. Let's see if we get some dashing attacks going on. This one is not that interesting. Here we have a double rook. Not that cool. We're still in the opening phase. Ooh, this dark square bishop is a little bit. A
little bit. You don't like it so much, yeah?
No. I mean, you're gonna get it to c1 eventually. I think the rook will get to e1 or d1. This bishop will get to c1, and then you have some room. But you have to prepare f4. F4 is so late. Why hasn't F4 been played yet? Let's look at the opening real quick. We see a double fianchetto. So, in my understanding, if you play a double fianchetto, you play for the center, correct? Because
you go for a double fianchetto, yeah, and then you want to try to make that both of the bishops are opened, and they are both attacking.
So. I don't know, white plays very passive after this. Maybe this is a theory, I don't know, obviously. But rook c1, queen c2, queen b1. A lot of passive moves by white, which resulted into a very passive position. I'm not a big fan of the play. I would definitely let's say, right here already. I mean, I do agree d4. I mean, maybe a d4, knight d2, and maybe an f4, and then just pull back and then get to e5 and get more of a stonewall kind of idea, which you see usually with the bishop supporting e5. But all right, an interesting maneuver. Your thoughts?
My thoughts are that white should have played a bit more actively because now black has got more space. And I believe black's position is quite okay. White has just played rook f1, trying to prepare f4, but they can't play f4 right now because of knight g4 would be very unpleasant. So they need to prepare it by going h3. But even if they go h3 and later on they play f4, it's still not clear they can do that because f4, it takes f4. Let's just okay, let's play h3. Let's say, I mean, just to explain.
Yeah, why just played queen c2? So let's.
Queen c2, rook b8, and now.
f4.
And now let's say f4, e takes f4, and now it's the problem because if white captures with the g pawn, then the pawn on the knight on h4 will be unprotected. So be careful with ideas like knight takes e4. Yes, and if you're taken with the knight, then the knight is coming to e5 or g5 may be possible. So yeah, just it's both strategical and tactical and not good. If you want to push f4, then be ready to take with the pawn. Usually.
Yeah, I agree. But this knight has to be. So odd. I'm just looking at the queen. Just look at the queen. The queen has made 1, 2, 3,
4
moves. All right.
And then queen d1. So you made 5 moves to bring the king to bring the
queen. From king d1 all the way like this. We're not hating chat. We're just pointing things out. All right. So that's a in my book. Let's see what else we got. This one seems noticeable.
Yes, and we have Grandmaster Malcolmian in the chat. Please welcome.
Oh, welcome.
Thanks for sharing your thoughts. It's nice to have you here.
Yes, thanks for dropping in. All right. It seems like White is doing very okay. This is an interesting position. You go King D1, obviously Knight takes F2. You hate to see that. I don't think you can push anything in between. Maybe King F1 here, actually.
You know, there is a problem. It looks like Black is doing quite okay, but in fact, both of the knights are under attack. The knight on C6 is under attack, and the knight on G4 is under attack. So in case White plays King F1, for example, as you mentioned, or even Bishop E2 is also possible, I think, then I don't see the way to defend both of the knights in one move. Do you see?
No, I don't see. I'm trying to figure out. So F2 is very weak. Maybe I could make something work with that, with like a Queen F6. But I can even take here, and there's not too much going on. I say that right now, but this is actually very annoying. So we're gonna have to do that. So after Queen F6, White can actually just grab this knight over here, probably with the bishop, and we're gonna be all fine. So yeah, big problems. What does White play? White's now calculating, do I go King F1 or Bishop E2? Probably Bishop E2 at the end, and a very good position for White here as we move on to another exciting episode of the online Olympiad. Was good, right? I think that was good.
F4 E5.
F4 E5. We talked about this.
F4 F5, but F4 E5.
I like it. So this is not a good move, because you always have these E6 kind of ideas, which are just terrible to play when you're in Black position. So it's a good question.
Also, E takes D6 we could play, because we could use the pin actually. Knight D7, E takes D6, and E takes D6 back is not possible. No, not E6, but E takes D6.
E takes D6.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna have to spell this one out for me.
Well, E takes D6 instead of E6. One move back.
Oh, you mean like this?
Alright,
like this. Alright. I feel you. Yes. So we'll take with the pawn, and then we go here. Oh.
Yeah, so better to take, but now maybe E6. Your idea was E6 is good.
Yeah, absolutely. But then it's the question, where do you put this knight? Do you have to go to D7?
Or maybe to G4. But G4, Bishop G4, Bishop G4. Yeah, after Queen F4 we have Bishop E6.
Oh yeah, Bishop E6. Good point. Yeah, I agree. All right, so there's a lot for White to play here. White definitely has the moves, and it's all about what is Black going to do. I strongly recommend not to play Knight E7 in these kind of King's Indian positions, because E6 is really detrimental to your health. So. Good games. A lot of fun. Let's see how this White side is busting open. This is, you have a pawn here, but do you think he knows? Do you think he knows? I mean, I like this idea, but you have a minor issue.
I think he knows he's a grandmaster.
All right.
And yes, once again, we have already been speaking about it during the previous 2 days, and we will once again reminded today, please don't pay attention so much to the ratings next to the players, because these are chess.com ratings, and in fact many of the players, they are higher rated, they have higher feeder ratings. So yeah, for example, we see Darwin Lalo rated 2288 in this very game, but actually he's a grandmaster and he's nearly 2500.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Good to point out.
Good to point out, yeah.
All right. So, how is White going to crush this? I'm looking at... I think we're just going to bring the knight in. I don't see...
Can you take the pawn on E7?
You can also take the pawn.
Just a question.
You're greedy. I mean, it opens up the bishop, though. That's the only thing.
The bishop also, if the bishop moves to C6, it's not so...
No, that's true. Yeah, I agree. I don't know, so let's go Bishop T6 here, and the Queen probably C5. There are some problems on B2 though.
Maybe yeah, Queen takes A6 is also possible.
Yeah, or Queen C7. I think I'll go for Queen C7 with pressure on F7.
Queen C7.
Or do you have Rook B7 then? No, because I can take C6. So that doesn't work because your queen is hanging. So queen c7 seems like a decent move here. I probably have to just defend.
Looks very good for white. Yeah. What can I do? What can I do? 2 pawns up after rook e7.
Oh, this happens. Do we see queen c7 or queen a6? Do we see my move or Anne's move, queen a6? If we see my move, Anne's gonna buy me a bottle of wine. If we see my move, her move, I'll buy her a bottle of wine. Seems fair, right, Anne?
So you are creating the bet.
You're welcome, chat. You're welcome. I mean, yeah. If I see a good bet, we'll jump on it. I mean, obviously when she's in Netherlands or when I'm in Ukraine, so that's not something we do every day. So worry not, chat. Worry not. I'm just interested to see. I think queen c7 is just a slam.
Actually, chat is with you. Chat prefers to see queen c7, not queen takes c6.
But you know, queen c7, bishop e8 wouldn't be the worst. Actually, it is because you're just tied down to defending this one. Now, this is this is really bad. You probably have to go rook f8. This is also really bad. What happened? Did we see a play? Queen c7. There we go. Beautiful move. Thank you for the free bottle of wine, and you're very much appreciated.
You have to be thankful to the Rahman. Yes, you will share a bottle of wine with him.
Actually, funny idea. If bishop to e8 here, we could have actually played bishop takes g6, which is the plan with the nice point we have over here. So
beautiful.
Beautiful game, beautiful game. White playing very well. White playing very well. We don't have any results yet. We want results so we can click away games. We can get to the bottom. But I'm not gonna click away games while they're active. Obviously, that's not fair. Is this the queen c1 kind of game? Is that this? No.
No, it's another one.
That's a different one. All right. I was like, she really improved her position then, but that's not the case.
A pawn from b3. She moved her pawn from b3 to b5, but okay. But she also moved her opponent's pawn from b4 to b6. Oh, this is already something.
Okay. All right, you got me there. All right. So smart. You're so sharp today. Knight g4
I like white.
Knight f6.
I like white's position. Yeah, knight g4, knight f6.
How would you?
Some ideas like queen d2, then h5, g5, bishop takes g5.
Yeah, I like that. Let's put it on the board real quick. Let's make a silly move. Actually, it's not that silly. Perpetual. All right, let's make a silly move. I don't know. Let's just defend. h5, g5. We can grab this actually.
Yes, sometimes these ideas work. Maybe actually one more idea, h5, g5. Yeah, the same line, exactly the same line. Sometimes bishop takes g5, h takes g5, and h6. So this is also possible.
Yeah, good idea because if you take
open the file because watch out, the circle is still on h1. Yeah, like that.
However, knight f5, we do have some defense, so it's a little bit different. Because I was thinking as well, maybe knight f3 to g5 with the same idea. So a lot of cool ideas. White can just choose. We went for queen c1 first. And so this is an interesting one. You can't play g4 just yet because you lose this pawn. I think we'll see h5 here. You think so too?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to expect.
Don't ask me! Don't ask me! Alright.
Queen c1, knight f5, maybe also some knight f3 and g4. Knight f3 and g4. I think this is what I would do.
Yes. I would do that as well. I think that's a good idea. And I think white agrees with you there. So, actually, we're going to look at a very interesting game here. The rook and bishop versus a queen. I don't think the last move, the computer really liked that last move over here. It really shut down. Let's go a few moves back. Alright, so this is the position.
That was a trick with knight before.
A little trick there. And well, black is clearly better here, unfortunately.
Yeah, black is winning. Queen is 3.
Yeah. And that's GG being blitzed out, by the way. But that means we have a result. And a new game appears. Jillian Zhang against Lara Scholze.
Lara Scholze, what's happening in this board? Maybe white is slightly better. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Can we take b6? Or is that...
Maybe not. Queen takes b6, yeah, queen e4. Also, if the queen moves from e3, then the e4 pawn may start running.
Yeah. So would you take f4 or would you start marching?
I think I'd first take on f4, attacking the bishop, and then I can also start marching.
That's a good point. That's a good point. So you probably have to play somewhere like h3 here and then go get the rook in, but it's all a little bit. And so maybe because you create your own pass pawn, obviously, but maybe it's not worth it just yet. You could play bishop f3 here. How good is that?
Bishop f3, e takes f3, queen e8, queen g6, rook b2. Yes.
So this was the idea, but
it looks a bit suspicious. Yeah, queen d4 or queen g6. There are two moves.
Queen g6, yeah, a lot
Queen
of suspicious.
G6, but you have the defense, the only move. Wouter, defense.
Oh, okay, easy. Rook b2.
Wow, bro.
You put a pressure on me there. Oh my gosh.
You made it.
GM, huh? Undercover GM.
I'm happy. You should put the GM title next to you because here it's like almost everyone is a grandmaster.
Yeah, all right, chat. She's been bullying me that I don't have a title. Constantly bullying me. I'll be sleeping 3 a.m. and she'll still message me. Haha, you're not a grandmaster. Okay, it's not entirely true, but don't worry. I'll work on it. I'll absolutely. So what do you play here with white?
What would I play as a white? I was just checking the chat. Yeah. What would I play? Okay, my bishop on g4 is staying well, so maybe something solid. Something solid with rook f1.
Yeah, rook f1.
Or is it too solid?
No, I fully agree. I think it's a good move. I'm trying to figure out why this knight went to f8. Where is it gonna end up? g6 and then f4. I'm having a hard time figuring out why knight f8. Maybe that's just because there aren't any good moves. Where's this knight going?
Actually, chat likes Grandmaster Big.
Yes, I agree. It sounds good. So I play another game at which I'm almost Grandmaster in Smite. I'm Diamond 2 at the moment. So, but that's another game. But they also have titles and I'm almost a Grandmaster there. So we'll get there.
So one more result, yeah.
Yes, this seems like a disconnection because there's nothing else going on.
Oh yeah.
So you hate to see that, chat. You hate
Sometimes
to see it.
this thing happened, unfortunately, because the position was full of fight. And
New game.
one more result.
One more results. Oh, that's it's a checkmate, I believe.
Almost.
No, not almost. Look at this. Styling. We're styling, and after g3, I think this will be the checkmate. Yeah. All right. So a nice game there as well. We got 2 more games, chat. This is one of them. Julia versus Felix.
White seems to be very active. Yes, white is a pawn down, but these pawns on d5 and d4 are a bit weak. Bishop g4 played. But okay, now knight d7 is possible.
Yeah, I like 95 because
possible.
Like the silly move, you have something like bishop check, and then you can go in here, and now the fun starts, chat. It's not mate. Do you take the rook or the bishop here?
Let's first take the bishop. But I mean, well, if you take the rook, you already win the exchange, so the sacrifice was okay. But I prefer taking the bishop.
So let's go back here.
And if you go back, then I can go back to g6.
Yeah, well, I don't think you have anything else. You don't have like a bishop f5 or a d3 that would help, so...
Yeah, true.
So here. You don't have to take. This knight is very strong, actually. But it seems like it is well worth it. So, cute little tactics and ideas. So I think 95 would be a something to invest in.
95 or yeah, 96, 97, the most we pointed before. Looks good for white.
And
dangerous for black.
Another game. We have a question about Smirnov. We'll have a look at that in a bit. Oh, this is a nice... So this is the problem with playing h6, g6. If the bishop gets this diagonal, it's really strong for white.
And f6 is a serious
yeah,
threat.
how do you defend this, actually?
If I take on f5, white takes back.
Yeah.
But maybe I have to take anyway, and now I have to defend somehow. Okay, queen f6. Queen f6.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is-
really like because I'll move the king to h1. And yeah, threaten knight e4 after that. Because if I go knight e4 right now, then there is queen d4. That's why.
Is that too bad? I'm gonna say I don't really care. I think I have f6 here.
You don't really care.
I mean, I
Bishop
care,
e4.
but
You will-
maybe. I want to.
mate.
No, no. Oh,
Only-
let's not do that. Let's not do that. My idea was like knight f6 check and then win your queen, but there's stuff hanging. All right, so taking it seems
I'm
good.
playing bishop h6, but okay.
Queen f6, king h1, and then
Yeah, then it's coming. Knight e4 and
very strong.
f6. So queen is not the good blockade piece.
Well, you can't use the pawn, so you'll have to use the bishop then.
And bishop takes h6. It's just, you know, it's not like you're suggesting bad moves, but I think the position is not so good for...
Oh no, I'm definitely suggesting bad moves, but there aren't any better. That's the thing. No, I think. But here
Queen
we have-
h4 maybe.
Yeah, I'm looking for some tricks. Queen h4 was one of them. Seems like a plausible idea, but does this work after f6? Let's say I take. I cannot play queen here again. I can play queen here.
You can play,
Well,
but there's
then
a
queen
defense,
go back.
queen g4, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe not f6 immediately, but something like knight e4 first, and then...
Yeah.
And then
There are a lot
threatening
of
it.
ideas. Or just bishop b3 is also an idea. Just keeping it simple. Alright. Nice, cool ideas. We see a... Oh, alright. Knight c2. We see an exchange. And he's... It seems
this
like
rook
this
g6.
knight's gonna be trapped. gonna
Maybe
continue.
rook g6 first, also.
Oh,
Also.
rook g6 as well. Cute.
I would not say it was better because bishop h6 was also good, but rook g6.
Yeah, I
just-
like it. So, I wanted to play rook, bishop takes h6 because after here, you're just going to not snag this up just yet. How do we trap the
Can't
knight?
we just take on f7?
Okay,
Make
there we could take on f7.
simple.
Okay, we can still take on f7. I don't know. White's winning here, I believe. You cannot take here because of this beautiful combination on g6, pawn being pinned.
So you
Alright.
can play f7.
Good moves for white. Good moves. But there's time trouble, chat, so let not be aware of that. Another timeout in an equal position. You hate to see it. And this is an important one. Oh, this is an important one as well. Yikes. That's a yikes. Went from-
Another disconnection, or what has happened?
Yeah, so now disconnection went from 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes to 56 seconds to 0. And this is Bulgaria versus Indonesia, so that's a huge result.
Yeah, okay, black is
It's-
better, but not winning yet, so...
No, but the time is definitely in. Let's see if we can get a Smirnov game. This is
Mirno?
what is happening right now.
Black is okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Strong bishop on d4, c5 is coming.
Yeah,
King g7, king f6.
I'm
Also.
gonna pick this one up at one point. Probably we'll see c5 at some point to really put the bishop here.
f4 also to open the f file, but I prefer king g7, king f6 first.
Yeah, yep. So I like this defend move though. Make sure we don't get any rooks in the back rank. The king will start the march to f6. Maybe also start activating this rook. Is f4 a good move? You do open up the file. There you have it. Let's say,
Let's
I wanna,
say-
I wanna think if I would push f3 or take on g3. Right here, do you push f3 or do you take on g3?
Maybe I don't do anything. Maybe
No,
I,
no, you have to choose. You have to choose.
I have to choose. Oh my god. So much pressure.
So much pressure.
Good morning.
I get it.
I just play c5 and decide later.
Alright. So stubborn. I like c5 though, making things very... it's a very good position for black. Also a pawn up, so we can never be mad about that. The bishops are on unequal color, so that does improve the drawing chances, but after e3 check, I really like this move. It seems a little bit, how do you say that? contradicting because you put it on the light square and you have the light square bishop. But after c5, probably bishop e4. Ooh, see a pawn push. Nice game. Very
but
quick
you
game.
need some space for the king.
Yeah. There
So
we go.
that if there is some check on the back rank, or later on, after one moves, you have this escape. Also, king h2, g4, king g3 is another idea. But it's not so easy to make a draw here. Not so easy.
No.
Because if it was only the opposite colored bishop endgame, it's one story, but when the rooks are on the board, that favors black.
Yep, I agree. So difficult one to grind out. It's probably the best way is just to get the king ready to come in. Black is preparing for a g5 push. We're staying for a little bit longer, chat. We have some other results as well. We'll get there soon.
Do you have new games?
We have new games.
New games, let's go. Oh, clearly better for black.
1 second. Do we have another country you haven't seen yet? Oh, we have. Yeah, I wanted to look at Belgium, Belarus, because we haven't watched any of their games just yet because they started really late.
Belarus. Exchange up, but 2 pawns. So king a2, only move.
Yeah. And
some knight e3, queen f2.
Knight f3, queen f2, and you need
queen
to
f2,
defend.
knight f5.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Queen f2, knight f5. We'll probably see the exchange happening back.
Has to take back. Yeah, now the rook has to move.
No.
There was some d4 check. What is it? Is it
yes,
dangerous?
d4 check. I don't think so. I'm just contemplating. Do I want to get the knight back, or do I really just want these pawns? Is the question. Probably want to keep the rook.
Yeah, keep the rook.
Yeah. Okay. So after this, we'll
don't
go.
give material for free.
It's not for free. I got 2 pieces. 2 for the price of 1. That's always
yeah,
good.
but then queen e8, you lose 2 pawns more on h5 and d5.
All right. Very fine, Anna. Fine. That isn't good for black. Probably queen takes f4 here, and it's a good position. I like it.
Yes, it's good because queen f4 forces white to trade the queens, and then h4 pawn is falling. Looks like a win for black.
GG, no worry, as they say in the business. Let's go back to another few games. This one seems interesting. A lot of bishops.
A lot of bishops. Weakness on c4. Very good for black. Very, very good. Just very, very good. Technically winning, I would say.
Yeah, bishop c5 looks very nice. Now we're gonna see some pawn pushes. Eventually, probably something like g5, g4 is possible here to really support it. But you can also play it a little bit slower. Let's go rook d4, look at c4. It's I like rook d4 here.
Or rook c5. But I think black had to keep the rooks on the board because the rook was quite active though. So why to trade the rooks? Still, black is better, but white.
Yeah, it seemed very. So you agree with my rook d4 was a bit better?
Or rook c7, another option.
Right, rook c7 as well. Yeah. All right. Cool. This one seems over as well. We're gonna see this one is completely over. Couldn't be more over. This one is also over. Still looks very interesting. White is completely dominating, of course, but if these 2 pawns weren't there, it would be a little bit more difficult.
Meanwhile, it's already 2-0 for Bulgaria.
Yeah. Yep.
And we don't have results updated in the other matches. Well, we do have some, but many more games are ended already. So.
Patience, chat, patience.
What's about this one? Oh, so many pawns. 1, 2, 3. 3 pawns.
Yeah, like I said, if these 2 pawns weren't there, I think black could make a good chance of drawing or even being better. I think black would be better if those pawns weren't there. But because these pawns are here, I think white will win. But I think white does have to be a little bit more careful about this knight on f2. Let's see if black... Yeah, we're gonna see a double off. It's not that easy. Yeah, this is not that easy.
Some technical problems. True.
I don't think you can really push at this moment. What do you play here as white?
Just one move But there was no
yeah,
idea
you can rook down and then you can go rook
yeah,
back.
rook
Oh,
down and rook e2. It's
this is problem. This is problem.
this is
for
the
white.
problem now.
Yeah, this is really annoying for white. I think it's difficult. I actually like black a lot better. It's easier to play with black.
Okay, could you go one move back before queen c7 check? I had an idea of pushing g5.
G5.
Yeah, if black takes, then queen c3.
Yeah, exactly. Then we
Nice.
have this, so we're not gonna take.
And if black plays rook e2, then we take on f6 with the queen. No, with the queen.
The
With
queen, obviously, we go back.
And queen d4. And now if black takes queen d4, now if black takes the knight, then we have 4 pawns, and I believe one of them will become the queen.
That seems like
I bet
a
one
good
of
idea.
them.
How much? How much? A ball? A ball of wine? All right, so g5, good idea, good idea. Let's see what happens in the game. We saw a rook here, rook back. Oh, I hate this for. I don't like this. I don't like this. Yeah, there goes another pawn. You could even think something like rook c2. Maybe this was a little bit too slow, but I like the idea of bishop c5 ideas. But just grab the pawn if you can. This is okay. So the king is. Oh, you could. No, you can't take here. I almost thought you had this over here, but you can.
You see
take.
all the tricks. All the tricks.
Yeah, all of them that don't work. All right, black. It seems like black's gonna win those 2 pawns back, and like I said, I really think black is better in this position then.
Black is better. You think so?
Well, it's easier to play. I'd rather have black.
Okay.
You have 10
I'm
seconds.
not
Okay, who's
sure
gonna
black
win?
is better. I think white is okay, but white is doing something wrong. Yeah, look, there were two nice connected post pawns, and now both of them are gone.
Poof.
Can you believe that?
Yeah. So I made a assumption that black would be equal here without those 2 pawns, even easier to play. I still stand by that because the king is very safe. The bishop can join in whenever. Oh no, rook, you're gonna lose his knight. Oh my god, white is really throwing here. Welcome to another episode of Game of Throws, ladies and gentlemen. You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
That was a painful game for white.
Oh, let's click it
Very
away.
painful game, yeah.
Let's quickly click it away. 4 games left, ladies and gentlemen. 4 game of a checkmate as well. Oof. Goosebumps.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate for Indonesia. They lost some of the games just because of disconnection.
Yeah.
And yeah, by losing this match, yeah, it will be difficult to fight for the 3rd place, but maybe Australia, in case Australia didn't hold. Yeah, I think Germany won. Yeah, so it will be a big fight for the 3rd place.
Yeah,
this round.
I'm not sure what the standings are for Australia. I think all the games has finished. Not all of the games have finished. This is the
Almost
last.
all, yeah.
This is the last game we have at the moment for them, which seems to be a technical win for white, but it's difficult. You need to be able to grab this pawn with the rook without losing this pawn in the meantime. Because if these rooks get traded and the king takes it, you could just move forward. So that's the plan of white. Let's see how he can execute it.
Is it a win or is it a draw? I'm not so sure.
I think it's a Zogswang. Yeah, I think this is a Zogswang.
Okay, after queen.
What do you play with black? It's Zogswang.
Yeah, maybe
right?
it's just a Zug's one. Yeah.
You have to move, and yeah, this is a win for white then.
Now the king is coming.
Yeah, rook c5 afterwards.
King
Or just king c5 now. Yeah, king c5.
King c5 and rook b4.
Rook b4 seems fine, and then yeah.
That's it.
We're gonna see something like this, rook b4, and even if the checks, we're just going to move our king this way, and this is going to end the win. And if white wins, we're going to see, I think, a 3-3. But I'm not too sure about
White wins,
that.
it will be 3-3, yes.
I believe, yeah, but I'm not. Chat knows that better.
Chat says chat says it may be 3-3, but
Okay, I don't like king b5. It seems unnecessary.
king b5 is okay. Some stalemate ideas.
Sorry, chat. I'm sorry about my voice.
Okay, king a4, yeah.
Yeah,
King
seems like
a4
it.
is a good move.
No stalemates today, boys. Yep. And let's
And
see.
now,
Does
yeah,
this
king
would this still
a5.
win? No, that's win.
No, not b5, but king a5. Just
Okay,
move.
king a6.
King a6 now, yeah.
I like how angry he gets. Don't play king. So much passion, Anna. We love it. We love it.
b8 queen.
Yes.
Was winning, even like this.
Here it was winning.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Or take. Take in b6.
Yeah. Good eye. Nice eye. But we'll do it like this, and this is going to be the end of that. So we'll see my beautiful assistant Anna. I can't call you later. Is gonna look at chess results to see what the actual standing is. It was Australia was up 3-2, so it's gonna be a 3-3.
Yeah, 3-3, but it's a good result for Australia because
Absolutely.
that means they will be on the 3rd place. So
And we
maybe
have
even a draw in the match is enough for them to qualify.
Yep.
Join the next match.
With a draw here, we have 2 more games. I think this one is over. Keep playing though, because you could disconnect as we saw earlier. This one has been going on for a while. 50 move rule draw, so that's the thing.
In the last game?
This is the last game.
Let's speak about it. What do you think about this position?
I think black I think it's kind of equal. I think white has a slight advantage, but it's hard to see how you continue here. I don't know. It's the good old. I'm gonna. Have you ever done that? That you were completely losing and you just ran out your time as a way to get back at your opponent.
Yeah. Okay. It was just kidding. But I see many people in the chat are rooting for Australia, and that's nice to have support. Please support your favorite team, your favorite chess players, because it's really important. We all need your support, and the commentators too. Yeah. Just drop a comment. Yeah, what you like, what you dislike. We will try to make it better.
And we see the time out eventually. Took some time, but we got that. So the standings will be updated shortly, chat. We don't have them just yet, but we will get to that. Maybe we can have a quick look at what round 9 will bring us. But I'd have to update that real quick. And there we have it. Boom shakalaka. It is dangling time. Belgium versus Kazakhstan, Australia, Belarus. Australia needs to have a draw or a win. Bulgaria, Germany. Ooh, I think they're already placed, both of them, so it doesn't really matter. But that's a nice little match. Indonesia, Bangladesh. Indonesia really needs to win, I believe. I'm not sure if they can still make it. We'll see that in a bit. And Turkmenistan.
No, they can't make a draw. They can't make a draw unless Australia loses 6-0 or with some huge score, but that will unlikely happen. So Indonesia needs to win in order to fight, and Australia may need even a draw, but if they win, Australia qualifies for sure.
Yeah, that sounds good. So we have a lot of action still coming up, and I'm gonna have. So we need to fill up some time, chat. We need to talk a little bit. So Ed, I have a few questions prepared for you. Are you ready to take the quiz?
Now after a short break.
No, not right now. Right now. We need to do this right now.
Yes.
Yeah, we have some time to fill. So, have you ever played in an over-the-board tournament where you played an opponent where you think he or she cheated, but you couldn't prove it?
If I ever played over the board or online tournament?
Over the board.
Over the board when my opponent, what happened to you?
You thought your opponent was cheating,
if I thought,
but you could never prove it. Yeah. Ever had that?
Once I suspected, but yeah, it's maybe it's not the most pleasant, theme to speak about.
No, but it's.
Actually, I have played so many tournaments, and just once it happened that I was a bit unsure.
It's because I had this one. So I was playing Dieren, the Open Dutch Championship last time was in the Netherlands. And it's actually a cute little story, chat. The the problem was, so there was this kid, and he was playing really well. And we went, and he always won like tournaments before that. He was like a 1400, and then he was a 1650. So in round 3, the arbiters went to him and he said, "Can we check your pockets?" And the dude said, "No, you can't do that." And then they didn't have like the authority to do so. So it was like, all right, that's fine. And then in round 8, so the second to last round, they actually went to the dude and they say, "Please empty your pockets." And the dude was like, "Yeah, all right, sure." So he emptied his pockets. And then they pulled up a metal detector and they said, "If we find something, you're screwed." So, and then he reached to like the inside of his pants. He had like a special pocket, and there was a phone there. So they caught him that way. It was a big story in the Netherlands. There actually was an article about that in chess.com. So, but I'm glad that it happens, but I think it happens less and less. We're really trying to get to the root of that, ladies and gentlemen. Let me grab the standings.
I luckily didn't have the stories of this kind. My story was once that I played an open tournament, but no, I didn't ask my opponent to be checked. So there was actually no story behind that. But I would like to say that in the top level events, actually the players, they are checked, almost all the players checked before the game. So on the top level, we don't have these problems.
Yeah.
But in the open tournaments, of course, cheating is one of the major problems, because if someone is playing with having an access to the engine, that's not good.
No bueno, chat. No bueno. We do have standings, by the way. I know you're all waiting for that, so let's jump that in. Bulgaria has qualified for the next round. Congratulations to them. Germany has qualified to the next round, so congratulations to them. They're playing each other, so it doesn't matter the results for either way. So maybe we can see some fun games. You know, some H4, A4 kind of openings.
No.
No?
These players, they have many professional players. I believe they will fight. They will not make any quick draws. Anything strained like H4, H5, I believe they will have the fight. But yeah, the result of this match will not influence, like, both of these teams are already qualified to the top division. Congratulations to them on behalf of us.
I see a comment. Germany can go first with a win. That's true. First place, second place, third place don't matter, since it's a round robin. Everybody will play everyone in the next round. I think everybody in the same pool will go to the next one, and they'll all still be in the same pool as well. I'd have to ask that, so we'll see. Australia and Indonesia are still fighting. Australia wins, they're through. If they draw, they just have to hope that Indonesia loses. Actually, if they draw, Indonesia have to win at least 4.5, 1.5, I believe, to get more points. So Australia should just win. That's the thing.
Yeah, Australia is in a better position to qualify. But yeah, the last round, the most exciting round, is about to start soon, in a few minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to go on a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to set some things up, and then we'll be back with round 9, the final round of Pool A. Who's going to be in third place, Australia or Indonesia? We will see right after this.
See you soon.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. I have to do your job. Anna, what are you trolling me in the chat? I'm looking at it. The Twitch chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Why not? Isn't it allowed?
Twitch.tv/chat. It's encouraged. It's encouraged. It's absolutely encouraged. Oh, everybody is doing having a good day as well. Let's have a quick look at the standings again. Bulgaria and Germany are placed anyway. Doesn't matter what is going on. Anna is a people's person. Chess is mean. I mean, that's true. I'm kind of mean. I mean, that's kind of true. So it's all about Australia and Indonesia these games. So we're gonna have a quick look at who they are playing. Australia is playing Belarus, who is 6 match points at the moment, and we have Indonesia playing Bangladesh, who has 3 match points. So on paper, Indonesia has the easier matchup. Let's see how that will turn out in the game. We did get a note that Indonesia's game will start a little bit later, so we're going to see how that will impact the standings.
Yeah, they have to start their match a little bit later because they have some connection issues, but I do hope everything will be resolved because Indonesia players, some of them unfortunately lost some of the games because of disconnection in the previous rounds. Here we are. Yes, we have most of the games started, right?
Yeah, they're up and running, and we have Australia, so.
Yes, and look at this knight f4. I already like, what's the idea? What's the idea?
Yeah, ooh, I think a good old knight takes e6, hubba hubba hubba.
Yeah.
And rook e1. I mean, you do have knights in between, but even then you can just take, shake and bake, so it's a good start.
Yeah.
f6 is really weird. It's really weird to see f6, by the way.
Yeah, but black is a pawn up. Black is a pawn up.
Ah, that does make sense. Oh my god, is this an opening or did they just fell for this?
Yeah, knight e2, was it the blunder or was it a preparation? I'm not sure. White did spend some time before playing knight e2. White had been thinking for almost 40 seconds before playing knight e2, so I don't believe it was a blunder. But was it a good sacrifice? I'm not sure. Knight f4, let's say black doesn't miss knight e6 and black plays long castle or something of this kind.
Yeah, long castle seems good.
Yeah, white has some compensation. The only question is if it's enough.
Yeah, well, time will tell, and time will tell.
Time will tell us, sure.
I wasn't a big fan of the 92 move, but, you know, maybe Anton knows something that I don't. Look at these pawns. One more. We need one more, and come on, a4. Everybody, Belarus is pulling up a show. Belarus wants another pawn. If we get pawn a4, I will gift a random sub in chat. Actually, I need to be logged in my Bigfoot account, but I'll still do that at one point. No worry about it.
If we see a4,
yes.
it would be, yeah, some magnificent position.
I really would like to see that, so I don't think we will, but it's definitely, it seems like Belarus has given up on the strategic one.
You know, let's wait for one more move. I mean, just to know if a4 will be played. Just to know. Just for that.
Yes, for that we will hold our ground.
That's not the thing we see in every game, in every round. So yeah, let's wait.
Yeah, I'll scroll through. Let's see if we have something interesting. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's defended. Okay, we need to defend this though. Ooh, hate to see it. Queen here, then this one becomes weak. I don't think we get to see a4 chat.
Yeah, maybe a little bit later. So yeah, but then
we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it.
Some other games.
Do you have your permission? I mean, I'm afraid to move away from this game without your permission, so I'll need your permission for this. Can I move?
I give you the permission, yes, and we will be back to check if
thank you.
If
I didn't say that. We'll never look at the game again. Here we go. Cassandra Lim versus Ksenia Zelentasova. And
Cassandra Lim. Easy. It's a popular line in French. So yeah, the pawn structure is a bit unusual. But yeah, it's just the line. We can do nothing about it. Base 6 played.
Or you could not play it. That's something to do. All right. Yeah, but this is the way I like this knight outpost for the knight. So I'm trying to wrap my head around who's better here positionally.
It's a complicated line. Black is preparing bishop b7 and castling long. White will try to push c4, I believe, one day. G3, G3, bishop b7.
Yeah, bishop b7. You're
bishop d2.
A helping hand.
Most probably.
Yeah. Probably castle now. And this is where we are then. I don't know, we'll probably see a knight on c4 at some point. If that's possible for black. Black would really like that. Maybe something,
like queen c6, knight
exactly.
c4 is a cool idea. That's why I was not a big fan to bring the bishop to d2. But white did it.
I mean, it's defended by the knight, so it's not the worst kind of idea, but we'll see how things work out. As always, time will tell. Patience is a virtue. Yada 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 yada. Let's see if we have some other spicy games. This one looks interesting for the fact that I thought the rook was again traded off, but they just made some plays. I like black with both bishops on looking at the queen side.
And it's nice plan. A really nice plan, and the same line we saw many times yesterday. Caro-Kann, Tartakova variation with force move knight f6. Very solid structure after knight takes f6, e takes f6. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna propose something, but I don't want you to shout at me for it being stupid. Do you have your promise?
To look if a4 was played?
What, a4 was played? No. Oh, no. I want to say that if, let's say rook g1, maybe you could play something like rook takes c3. Because this seems like a very strong idea with the queen not defending a5 anymore.
And after a3, we can even think about taking on a3 or playing...
I thought b4. Immediately. The idea, however, is like, say, queen d2 to defend anything, but maybe you can get like rook d8. And, I really like this sacrifice on e3, so...
But I think it was a very cute sacrifice. I didn't see that, so well pointed. Thank you, Wouter. Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, if you don't see it, it's probably not a good move. that's what I learned.
And we got update. Indonesia games started as well. What is good news?
Let's see, we got a4 in. It's still possible. By the way, I think white will... Oh, rook f1. Okay, so rook takes c3. Do you agree?
Yeah, I have to.
Rook takes c3.
Queen a5.
Queen a5.
Looks tempting. Looks very tempting. What about b3? We didn't speak about b3
so
idea.
Here. b3, I thought... so, I thought bishop b4 to get the bishop over here. Maybe that's a bit too slow, because I didn't want to... This is way too slow, because you have like queen d2. Didn't really like that.
Maybe you could start with knight e6. Just attacking the f4 pawn.
Sorry, knight...
e6.
Okay, e6, yes. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Good idea. If queen d2, you just play bishop b4. So that's not an issue. And you can take things slower. Yeah, it's b3. So eventually I want to play like a5, a4, but that's too slow for now, so... I like that idea, b3, yeah.
Yeah, it's more like a positional sacrifice, not the sacrifice where you're winning directly, but positional sacrifice, because after b3, the dark squares near the king are weak. That's why.
I love positional sacrifices, especially on strong bishops. I really thought white would play something like 95 here. That's why I thought this would never happen. This seemed like such a strong move. I was like, nah, it's not gonna work, but... You know, it did. All right. The a4 didn't happen.
Oh no, one pawn was already.
You hate to see it.
Traded. H5 played. H5 destroyed our plan.
No, we could still play it.
Could still play.
I mean, it's not good anymore. But anyway, even though white has 6 pawns on the 4th rank, white's looking pretty good. I think f5 is here Pretty good idea with bishop here afterwards. This bishop back to... Maybe bishop back straight away? Knight f6, maybe? I don't know, there are a lot of moves here.
Yeah, but white has to do something very quickly, because if they lose some tempos, then white pawn structure is actually quite weak. So maybe something like f5, something that you mentioned, or...
Yeah. I like a5.
Or I don't know.
Because what's black going to do is my question. Maybe e5?
Playing e5, but playing e5
Gives some problems.
gives some problems.
Absolutely.
d5 square is the problem.
Yeah, and also, no, this doesn't work just yet, because let's say this happens. Alright, let's say this happens, and black doesn't take here. The idea is after bishop takes, you can take with the rook, maybe. And then if the knight takes, you have bishop h6. I'm going to put the pressure on. But you can always take with the other knight, but then knight f5 works in. So again, positional sacrifice is definitely on the board. So we'll see how that one works out. I do really like a5 here.
That was a bit of a fairy tale chess.
Fairy tale chess! Where do you come up with these words?
I don't know.
Alright, alright. I'll fairy tale. I'll use my fairy wings to fly out of here. See if we have another cool game. Indian matches have started. I think someone sacrificed a bishop.
On f7.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
See how that works out. Before
How
we-
did it happen? Let's go.
Seems like a Caro-Kann.
Oh, here it was. Bishop takes
Oh.
7.
Nice. All right. So the idea, obviously, rook e1 afterwards and knight g5, or just knight g5 straight away. If the king goes here, you almost usually these kind of mates persist. There's still a knight here. So I don't know. Let's say
It was a very brave decision, but fortune favors the bold, yeah, as they say.
I agree. I agree. That's good. That's a good one. So I like a silly move. This is just crushing for white. You can't even go here. I think this will result into mate. Maybe not immediately.
Not
but
a mate, but win the piece back, which
Exactly.
is also cool.
So what do you play as
I
black?
really like the sacrifice.
Yeah, it's a good sacrifice. Also, the queen is bound to this b6 knight. So you can't just play queen d6 to start defending. Well, you could actually, but it isn't. You have something to keep in mind. What do you play as black here? Very difficult.
And what about h6?
h6.
I understand that with this move I weaken the g6 pawn, but I want not to allow knight g5.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. I was thinking about this as well. So knight g5 is out of the game for now. Can you play...
Try to play rook e1.
yeah, I'm also thinking if d5 is a possibility.
d5, knight c5. I prepared this surprise for you.
Yeah, and then here you're gonna lose it. Let's show it. But I'll surprise you back. No, I don't actually. I don't have it. Yeah, rook e1 seems like the normal continuation. The h6, rook e1 seems like a normal continuation. And
Something like... Yeah, and after bishop g7,
I have a stupid idea.
bishop g5?
No, worse.
No? Yeah.
Knight e4.
Knight e4, knight g5.
Because
Ah.
knight g5 if bishop g7. I thought this would have a beautiful idea with a checkmate. Is this checkmate? I think this is checkmate.
Yeah, queen a5. Checkmate.
Yeah.
You made it.
Yeah, I made it. You know, I had to put in some effort. But I don't think this will work. I thought d4 is too weak, but... I don't know, what do you play as black? How do you prevent my stupid idea?
That's not so bad. But with playing knight g5, you give one knight more. So yeah,
Yeah.
this deserves attention. But after knight e4, do you have queen d5 move? Maybe you have queen d5 idea. If not
e4.
knight e5, but queen d5. If
Yeah,
it-
right here. We could...
I take on e5. So yeah.
Yeah, it's still defended well enough. So after, let's say we trade off here, rook e1, it's not like we're in the lows of this thing. You just go queen c6 is always an opportunity. Actually, maybe not. because of a 95. So let's not do that. All right.
By the way, we have got questions in the chat. Why aren't we commenting on Pool B? Yeah, Pool B games started, but first we will finish with Pool A as it's the last round for Pool A, and later on, of course, we will cover Pool B. Don't worry, we will not miss any game from any pool.
Maybe I can do something here real quick while my lovely co-host Anne will keep discussing this position for now when regards to, let's say, this. Hold on. All right. So
let's
King G7.
Also some other games, perhaps.
I will, but I'm changing something so I can see Pool B round 7 as well. So you're gonna have to carry this one for a while, Anne.
Okay, let's speak about King G7 getting rid of the spin. So how can White increase pressure? One of the most that is coming to my mind is Rook E1. Threatening Rook E6, maybe it's like the most logical move. Some other ideas may be to play Bishop E3, threatening D5. After Bishop E3 and D5, both knights will be under attack, so it's another idea.
Yeah. All right, so I do have...
Oh, you are ready? I was like trying to prepare a half an hour speech.
No, yeah, but that's the thing. Us simple people like me, we can only follow one move. So when you say Bishop E3, we're already looking at which square is E3. So it's really hard to follow complicated lines. So that is the one thing. But I do have round 7 on the setup right here. As you can see, the camera kind of slightly moves. We'll work on that. Thailand against Greece, Austria, Slovakia, Israel, Romania, Latvia, Singapore, and Moldova. IPCA, which stands for International Physically Disabled Chess Association. We will go back to that in a bit. Don't worry about that, chat. Also, let's move back for now for round 9 because Anna would like to see some new games, and I happily comply. So let's look at this one. Philippines against... So which games are important? Let's look at the standings real quick. Indonesia and Australia are the ones that we definitely would like to see. So let me scroll a little bit. Australia is here. Ooh, this one is interesting. It's a little kerfuffle.
Okay, I know the line. It's for Lopez with A3. So the idea is okay, pawns, it's equal, yeah. So the idea is that White will try to push E5 or F5 later on and try to go for an attack. Black will try to use the active passed pawn A and also some weakness on B4. So Rook B8, something like this.
So this is, it's an interesting position. White definitely wants to. So I have a saying, and you can say if this saying is correct or not. If you're getting attacked on the sides, you need to push in the center. Is that overall? Is that a true statement or not?
If you get attacked, you should what? Push in.
Push in the center.
Push in the center if you get attacked.
On the sides.
No, it's a little bit different. Like if you get attacked on one of the sides.
Yeah.
But if you get attacked right in the center, then it's difficult to push back in the center. Yeah, no?
Yeah, well, it's like exactly
I'm trying
this.
To make it in the logical sequence.
It's exactly here. We get attacked on the side. So we push in the center.
Push in the center.
Yeah, that's my ideology.
Yeah, but E5 or F5 was anyway White's plan. So even if you didn't go Rook B8, F5 was still the idea.
You gotta give me this one. Just say yes, Pick. Perfect. Love it.
I wanted to make it in a more complicated way.
Okay, fair. What E5? Good move here. I don't think you can really take. I think both are good contenders. Which one would you take with? Because you want to play this as well.
If I take with a pawn, you take the pawn before. if I play e6, you play f6.
Yeah, you play f6, so that's a huge blockade, so we can't play that just yet.
And
You could double up, but maybe that's a little bit too slow.
and if I play rook f7, you take on f7.
Yeah.
I play rook f1, and you have knight c4. Yeah, something like that.
I kind of would like this pawn to not be here. So let's say we're going to play some interesting moves, just to make sure that the pawn isn't there, and it's white's
What are you doing?
turn to move. So I wanted to do something like this, so you can sacrifice on f7. This kind of idea is something that I was looking forward to.
But couldn't you sacrifice immediately? That was the line I was trying to calculate.
Oh, okay. I don't think we could. So let's hear rook takes b4. You say
Rook f7.
rook takes f7. All right.
Yeah, rook takes f7, rook f1. And there is a small problem with knight c4.
Yes.
Is it a problem? Yeah.
Problem is a big word. Maybe even.
Small problem.
Do you go queen g4 here, trying to backrank ideas? Don't think that works.
But
Maybe
now,
we should just take the.
maybe I should just take on.
Do we trade first?
On f7, but this will be good for black. So I don't think sacrifice on f7 actually works.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, we have some moves. King
have some-
h8, f5, and now we're in this. All right, I like this. This is pretty good. Queen takes b4 here may be a little bit too janky. Yeah, f6 would come in.
Queen f6 is safer.
Yeah, I fully agree. And now we can't really defend this. I mean, you could play queen to e1, but I don't think anyone would prefer that.
But why not?
Maybe not.
Why not?
Maybe I'm just a genius. Probably not.
Because by the way, rook b4 here doesn't work because queen b4, queen e5, and the rook on f8 is hanging. Pay attention to that. Yeah, exactly like this.
Exactly like that.
So after queen e1,
Queen
what
e1.
can black do? Just
You
play
could double up with rook b6 or rook b7. Let's go for
or
this.
queen d6 maybe. I don't know.
Queen e6 is also. Yeah, I'm hesitant
You
to
don't
give
want
this.
to allow that. I
I
see.
really don't want to allow this. Because let's show that for the crowd. Let's say, well, if you grab this, you're just opening up for a lot of trouble with the double up here. And if you push this, there's even queen c1 attacking the knight, attacking this one as well. Maybe not immediately, but there's definitely a weakness in the position here. So you don't like to see that. What would you play as white exactly? What's the best move?
Here with the white, I didn't think about that. Maybe just rook e7 or.
I was looking at rook e7 and then maybe queen here afterwards. A lot of good moves.
Yeah, so black shouldn't allow f6. Maybe they can just.
Huh.
Yeah, what can black do? Queen e1, rook b5. Yeah.
Yeah, alright, Timur didn't agree. Rook c5 played instead of queen e1. So, let's move on to some other games. We have a mate there. Are these Indonesian games? No, not yet. They're lurking at the bottom. Can't reach them. Hate to see it.
Oh, this is a top match. Germany versus Bulgaria.
Absolutely. Let's see.
But both teams are already qualified to the top division. So,
So not the most important one to watch. If it's a very entertaining game like this one, we will watch it.
True. By the way, was rook e3 played? No, it was not played. Pity.
This one is played. Ooh, this one looks spicy. It's oh yeah, the rook e3. Yeah, rook e3 wasn't played. I hate to see it, chat.
I'm so sorry. You proposed such a beautiful move and it was not played.
So when I propose on stream, I shouldn't do it, chat. Never propose on stream. This is what you get. This is a nice pawn, though. I have to admit, solid pawn.
Not bad. Better to have it than not to have it.
That's a nice way to say it. Would you go queen b7, queen a6 ideas? I like queen c7 less because you don't have queen a5. But
You prefer to play queen a5 in this game. Doesn't matter when.
all right. Fair. So queen c7. Let's see how white Obviously, if white could play this, he'd be very happy. But there's a bishop in the way. So how do we get rid of that?
Okay, queen f2, queen h4, queen h6 is a bit too long.
Yep.
Some sacrifice on g6, some possible, but not now.
Maybe just bishop g1. Stop this.
G1, not bad. Bishop g1, or actually queen f2. Maybe it was not bad, but
No,
maybe
queen f2 is definitely awesome, but it does give me finally the a5 square, which I so long for. Let's see what happens. Bishop g1. Look at that. What a move. What a move.
Ooh.
All right, so we gotta stop this. It's not that easy. How do you stop that? Must be a really easy way that I'm missing. Maybe. No.
Even if white plays queen h6, black still has knight e6 and bishop f8.
True, true. Good points, good points. All right, so there's not too much trouble for black just yet, chat. Easy game, easy game. All right, where do I have it? Hey, our first Indonesia game popped up, ladies and gentlemen. Susanto versus Rifat. They need to win. Obviously, Indonesia needs to win and hope. Pray that Australia doesn't win. And if Australia draws, Indonesia needs to win with huge numbers, at least 4-5-1, I believe. But we'll see. We'll see how it is.
Black is doing great in this game.
Beautiful night.
Good news for Indonesia, at least.
I agree. So if white grabs here, we're just gonna go. We'll find our way back eventually, so that's not an issue. Let's see, we have some other moves. Yeah, well, we're just gonna grab this with the knight, and then we'll be back for more. So it's a good game for Indonesia. We still have a lot of other games as well. Do not worry. This is an interesting one. Hey, this is the still not a4. Disgusting.
No, I don't think we will see a4 in this game anymore.
Disgusting. Okay, the idea is rook f2 or rook g2, bishop g6. Let's see if that happens.
b5.
Yeah, interesting.
Why not? Or what if you take the pawn?
So the idea is this rook.
Take a takes b5.
Yep.
And then if bishop takes b5, we have rook c3.
Yep. Well, no, don't you? Yeah, you do have rook c3. Yeah.
Almost, yeah,
so
but
check.
Check. If knight b5, then somehow.
1 second. Let me turn on my engine.
You can take on b5 and play knight h5, or you can play.
Yeah, knight d5 also looks very good. Knight d5 or knight h5. Which one would you go for?
H.
h5.
Knight on the rim is a good piece, right?
That's not true. That's a lie. Okay, you can't go queen d2. Obviously, this bishop
but
is very strong.
when it's attacking the queen and the pawn, it's not that bad.
All right. You heard it here first, chat. Always put your knights on the rim. Pro GM strats. Oh, another one close. We can see another Indonesia game. Where do you put the queen?
Maybe to g4. I'm not sure.
Ooh, this look ugly, but maybe it's good. Who knows? All right, we do have another Indonesia game, chat. Let's see how Indonesia is faring in this game. White seems to do pretty okay. I must say, we're attacking here on c7 with a nice skewer. Maybe the bishop will go to h6. We also have all the room to get the rook in. White is also d5 is under attack.
Also exchange up for white.
Yeah,
so
and
in better pawn structure.
Don't want to do this because you just open up even more files. So queen e7 played. Yeah, that's a free piece. Yikes! I just wanted to mention that. Yeah, white is a full rook up, so that is a win for Indonesia. I think Indonesia is going to win, but we'll see on the other games. This one, Indonesia is definitely going to win.
Taking on a2.
That's an easy move. And even after, let's say, these things, queen f3 is thinking your only move, because if you play your queen somewhere else, you have something like queen f1. It's also very annoying. So yeah, it's also gonna be a win. That's already 3 wins, so we only seen 3 games, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, and how is Australia doing?
Australia. Crikey, mate.
Australia.
I'm superb with Australian accents. Oi, mate. Let's look at the game, shall we? I don't know.
This is one of the games. Match. Okay, not a great position for Australian player because White's rook are very active while Black's rooks are quite passive. Oh, Anton Smirnov lost the game. Bad news for Australia.
She's a beauty, isn't she? Okay, I'll stop with the Australian. Yeah, this is where also the pass connected pawn is superb in this position. Black is just almost in Zogswing, I would almost say. F6, good try. Good try. Stopping the king from coming in. Does weaken this pawn. Trying to figure out if this deck... Maybe just easy rook d6, rook d6. Maybe just that.
Or d takes f6, g takes f6, and rook h8, another plan.
It's another plan. I agree. Let's see what the engine thinks of rook d6. Slightly less good, but still good. Alright. Rook h8, there we go. Of course, and almost threatening mate, but definitely, let's say, silly move. We'll just win a rook. So White's gonna be happy with that. So yeah, good position.
Idea.
Great position, I agree. Good stuff.
Like some bad news for Australia because this game is not going well. Anton Smirnov lost.
What about this game?
Ooh. What about
I love that. Ooh.
No, but they have to win and they are actually losing.
No, I know. But I clicked on this game and it looks really nice. You're like, ooh. I just like that. White, how are we going to proceed here? Maybe a double up? Question mark?
B5. B5.
Oh, yes, B5 looks very, very interesting.
Rook d8, queen
b7. Yeah, can you just chase? No, because then you can take. So you cannot just chase. But this one is undefended now. Maybe queen d6?
No. Then White can still take on c6.
Yeah, that's true.
White is taking on c6.
Yeah, that's a pawn. And do we see a trade coming in? Probably not. Oh, look at the time though. Huge time pressure for Black. So White is definitely feeling good about this position. And Anton Smirnov.
But knight a4 and knight c3 is coming.
Sorry, I have to cut you off there. Australia lost on board 1. Smirnov did not make this one through, unfortunately. Hate to see it. This one is done as well. Belarus with another win. Australia with another loss. So Australia, it seems like Australia's going down, chat. It's hard for me to say, but it is what it is. This one might be good. Let's see. They need another 2 wins. They could still win 3.5, 2.5, I believe, but maybe not. It's gonna be a rough one. There's a nice contrast between Serious Anne and Troll Bigfoot. I think that's a good way to put it. It's a good way to put it. I don't troll too much.
At least we tried, yeah.
Yeah. We have. Hold on, she's the troll with her GM title. All right, with her. Just put a GM title in. Feed them all bite. This seems like a win for White, right?
That was my suggestion. I don't know why I didn't do that.
Yeah, I'm a rebel. What can I say? I'm just a rebel. Yeah, this one and White's going to win. We have a few more results. This is a win by Bulgaria.
This pawn on h3.
Let's click through real quick.
Remember it.
Antoinetta.
1.
With a win.
Good.
We have an Antoinetta fan over here. This one looks really cool. How do we not look at this game yet? Look at this.
Oh.
What the?
That's a bit crazy.
It looks like they're playing Bughouse when I see this. I really think they're playing Bughouse, but maybe not. I.
Queen d5. Watch out.
Ooh. Bishop. The
Right.
only move?
Bishop
No.
h7, the only move.
Yeah. Could also play bishop e6, but.
Bishop
they-
e6, d7.
d7.
That was
Yeah,
the
yeah,
problem.
yeah. True.
But now bishop h4.
Bishop
look.
e7 here, only move. Yikes, this
Take
looks...
queen a5.
Yeah. Alright, so... Oh, very nice find. A little intrusive here. This is crazy.
Maybe it's not so crazy. Maybe it's just winning for white.
It's still crazy. I would lose on both positions. I would lose with this much time and on both sides.
Don't underestimate yourself. You have suggested some really cool ideas.
That's true. I am incredible, chat. You heard it here first. I'm magnificent. Difficult position, for to say the least. I think black has some real trouble because you can't just take on g2. There's nothing to gain there. And it's too long to set up a mating idea, so... I don't know. And I think this is your best idea.
You don't know?
I don't know. It's that's a yikes.
Okay, it's
If you have
just
to,
winning for white.
Alright, so
Any other games?
let's see about this one. We see another loss for Australia.
Oh.
Yikes. We see a win for Belgium.
Maybe it was too much pressure on their shoulders because,
I agree.
yeah, Australia lost too many games in the last round, unfortunately.
And this one, Australia does seem to win. But I'm not sure what the standing is for... I think Belarus already have 3.5 points. I think Australia is already out, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, Australia already lost the match. And what about Indonesia?
Yeah, that's a good point. What's Indonesia? If Indonesia loses as well, Australia still goes on.
Almost on every board. Right in the moment, it's 2.5 to 5 in favor of Indonesia.
Ooh,
But
I don't... Okay, so here's one of the games where... Not too bad for black, I would say. This is a nice position for black. I mean, are they a pawn down?
they are exchanged down.
Oh, an exchange down, okay. Well, it's justified with the knight, so this is not over just yet. Here we see a win by white from Indonesia. So they're happy with
Well,
that.
that basically means they won the match.
Yeah, and this one it seems that Indonesia is winning as well. So Australia
Australia, bring
is out.
some points, please. But Australia already lost the match, so
Yeah.
that means actually that Australia is out and Indonesia is in.
This game is over. Indonesia officially won. Australia officially lost. And it seems like Indonesia, with a 5 or 4 man disconnect in the last round, have a beatdown in this round. So congratulations to them. Unfortunately for Australian fans, it is what it is.
Yeah, we are sorry for all the Australian fans, but yeah, that's sport, that's chess, and anything can happen. Australian team was fighting really well, but yeah.
Yeah. Talking about beatdowns, Bulgaria up 3-0.
Not a bad day, but bad last round. While, yeah, congratulations to Indonesia for making it to the top division.
Yeah, and Germany now down 3-0 against Bulgaria. It seems like Germany is going to win this game as well. At least they got half a point in here, but Germany getting beat down. Doesn't really matter for the standings that much. But yeah, hate to see it.
Pawn game.
Pawn game. You want to see the pawn game, or you want to see?
Game.
Okay, so Rasmus resigned. Let's go to the pawn game. Let's see. This one goes this way. So the king is a little bit far off, but whenever he takes here, you can just start running. So you need to be ready to. Yeah, I think this should be over.
Okay, king a5. Let's fight.
King c4.
How do you win this? Wouter.
Yeah, king c4.
King b6.
King b6. I could already play a5 here.
It's very important move. Very, very important move.
Oh no! I just told you a5!
It's a draw now.
Oh my god.
So
A5 there, right? You have
Yeah, sure.
You have to play A5 in this
was the only
position.
winning move. If king b7 now,
Yeah.
then black takes the c5 pawn. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly like no. Go back. No. Wouter. Go back. No. After king a3, black can already play.
Oh yeah. So even in this, you can already play this setup.
This setup, but you can start also with b5.
Exactly. So we're good. All right. So no, Wouter.
No, not that way. No.
Oh my god, dude. All right. This seems like a very intimidating attack by black, but there's nothing going on, so white's just going to snoop the pawns. And I like the approach. Maybe bishop here, so you can always have a defense. And yeah, white's just cruising.
There is some idea with rook takes f3, but if we trade the rooks, the a pawn will run very quickly.
All right.
That?
Yeah. No, this should be over. She wrote. Also, the time advantage. Is this gonna?
Yes.
Go ahead.
But why did we need to give this pawn? Why did we need to play e5? I don't know.
Probably white. She just wanted to get the.
And king g7, and
Yeah, I'm not playing. I don't know. Well, maybe FT.
that means I can't ask you.
Well, you can ask me. Maybe the double. This is the idea, obviously. And after f6, you know, we still have some extra room to play with. This is the idea. This is the idea. Here. There you go. All right. This is the idea.
Okay, thanks for explaining the
You're
idea.
welcome. You're welcome.
It's like some self-made.
All right, but yeah, this is over, and you can just leave everything here as it is and just push the pawn. The rook is trapped. It's kind of cute.
A bit red, but on the other hand, it's also active. So some ideas, yeah, with rook f3, rook g2, sometimes.
Yeah, and I think I've been told that Kyrgyzstan won their first. I'm not sure if that's the first match they won. All right, but chat, this is the final game. We do have an interview, by the way, so we will be back in a jiffy. Don't you worry about that. With an exciting new interview with one of the German players. I can do that, so we'll talk a little bit about their qualifications and how it feels losing the next round to Bulgaria. So be right back, chat, with an interview.
Just stay for a few minutes and we will bring you a very interesting guest. Stay tuned.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Join with me, our Grandmaster Anna Muzychuk and Grandmaster Svein Rasmus. Svein, welcome, and off the bat, congratulations with going to the top division.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It was a difficult last round. When you were going into the last round, were you like, the result doesn't matter because we're gonna go through anyway, or did you really want to win?
No, I knew we were like one point behind Bulgaria, so of course we wanted to secure the first place if we could. But okay, it didn't happen, but of course it was also important to try to get the first place even though we already qualified. Okay.
Exactly.
It's good either way.
Yeah, I think it's the right approach, fight, deliver. And tell us a little bit, how was your experience during this tournament? You didn't play so many games, but still.
No, actually the whole team is playing from not the whole team, but the team is playing from a central venue in Magdeburg, where the German championships going on also right now, and the whole team is playing in one room. Besides a few players, Dennis Wagner and Laura Schulze, they are playing from home. And yeah, okay, it's good for the team atmosphere to play in the same room and also see the people live. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So after the games, you can pop open a beer and you guys can celebrate right now.
Just chat a bit about how it's going for the team and so on. Yeah.
Exactly. One question though, is it hot in Germany? It's been really hot the last few weeks. Has this really impacted your play? Because us Northern Europeans aren't used to these heat. We don't have airco. So how did it affect it, or wasn't a problem?
You mean the pandemic, how it affected my chess life, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so at the moment I'm mostly just at home and playing a lot of online events and a lot of online chess, but this is like yesterday I played the German Blitz Championships also here in Magdeburg, and that was kind of the first over-the-board event for me since the beginning of the pandemic. Mm-hmm. Like my last tournament was the Aeroflot Open in February before that.
Oh, how did you play in the German Blitz Championship?
I finished second behind Matthias Blübaum, who's also in this team for us.
That's nice. I think it's a great result. Yeah. Congrats on that.
Yeah, I'm very satisfied with it. Yeah.
Perfect, man. Congratulations. All right, so next week, top division. Do you think Germany has a chance to make it to the quarterfinals?
I think there are a lot of strong teams, but of course our goal is to qualify, so we will give our best. Probably we are not the favorites, but we will fight for sure. Yeah,
well, I'll always be rooting for Germany, my neighboring country, as a Dutchie. So good luck for sure. Anna, any closing questions?
I would also just like to wish good luck to you, Svane, and good luck to the team of Germany in the top division. Congrats on to make it to the top division.
Thank you very much.
That was a Grandmaster Svane Rasmus with us. Thanks for joining this interview.
Bye-bye, everyone. See you right after the break. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. That was Svein Rasmus of the German team. It's always pleasant to have the Germans on. We haven't talked with them just yet, but congratulations on those. Let's look at the standings real quick, ladies and gentlemen. The final standings that we have for Pool A. Congratulations, Bulgaria, Germany, and Indonesia going to the next round. Australia did not make it, unfortunately. Also, the Philippines got really close. Not only that, chat, we also have the results of Pool B round 1. So let's drop that in right now. I believe I have the correct one. I do have the correct one. Should have thought myself. Thailand lost against Greece 5-1. Austria lost against Slovakia 1.5, 4.5. A win for Romania against Israel, Latvia and Singapore. Singapore won there, and Moldova against IPCA, the smallest change. Smallest victory possible, 3.5, 2.5. So let's show those standings one more time. The overall standings, that is. We have 2 more rounds in Pool B. Romania and Greece seem to be secure of the next round already. Maybe if Greece loses twice and Moldova wins twice, this could be it. But Romania is already through. And then we have Slovakia, Moldova, and a bunch with 7 points who could still make it. But it's usually the top 4 who are trying to win going for the next round. All right, there was a lot of talking by me. Sorry, Anne. Just...
No, it was a nice explanation, nice showing of the standings, of the results, and yes, so we have a break now, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're back for an hour break, chat. Sorry, us commentators also have to eat, sleep, and breathe. Well, we won't sleep. Maybe I will. I'll walk the pup. Chat, thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate it. You guys are amazing, and you're even more amazing. Thanks so much for commenting again today. We'll be here all day, chat. Maybe we'll have Roland Pruisers instead of me if his internet hold up. So maybe you won't see me back. Maybe you will. We'll decide it right after. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back in an hour covering starting with Pool B3 and C1 where the Netherlands will be playing. So I'll keep a close eye on that one. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And we both will see you in an hour.
See you in 1 hour quite soon.